Nerdrotic.com.
Hello. I'm way too zoomed out. There we go. That bought me some time. Welcome to the Nerdrotic Nooner, ladies and gentlemen of both genders. My name is Gary. Help run this channel called Nerdrotic. And today's hump day. It's a Wednesday after an insane week that's felt like 10 years. Might have aged us all 10 years. It's been horrible. But we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled retarded programming, and we're not talking about Alien Earth yet.
We kind of should. I mean,
we will.
Okay, we will. Okay.
Oh,
good.
we will.
I'm caught up. It's holy hell.
I'm ready for my nap.
No, the teaser will be this episode, this last episode. It's descended into Ironheart bad level,
like a bad sitcom where it's situational. Where are we gonna hide this body? I don't know. What's under your bed?
Yep.
It's like then Norman Fell comes around the corner and gives it that little look and realizes Jack Tripper may not be gay. This is a reference for everyone that's old.
We all got it.
Three's Company.
We all got it.
Okay, good.
God, there's only one of them left alive, I think. Or the original cast. Right. That was grim. But welcome, everybody, to the show. Hope you're all having a good day today. Hello, Chris Gore.
Hey, how's it going, man? I'll just say this. I know a lot of crazy stuff's been happening in the world, I will say. But to be fair, if anyone looked at the text messages between Gary and I, they'd probably find it touching, like a conversation between two lovers. That's kind of what our text messages look like.
Yeah.
How?
Well, do you understand the reference, X-Ray Girl?
No.
That's okay.
Okay.
A lot of people don't, but that's all right.
Okay. Congratulations, boys, on your gay lover texts.
Yeah. That is a reference between the text messages of the shooter of Charlie Kirk and his boyfriend. And that's how ABC News was referring to the text exchange when they were discussing the murder.
It was touching. You might say it's touching. I was shocked. I'm like, what?
ABC News, correct, Chris? That was ABC News? Okay.
Yes.
Who owns ABC News?
Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was weird. They're
good little family brand, Disney. So are we really shocked at a statement like that from a Disney-owned company? No.
I'm disgusted.
Does Disney deserve the reputation it has earned for itself? Yes. Absolutely.
Just look at the people they humanize and the ones they dehumanize.
Oh, I can I'm not going to say who.
Yes.
Can't say who. But doing a little DMing. And it's not completely off. Remember the rumors of Apple buying Disney?
Yeah.
It's not off the table. It's something that could possibly happen. Here's the rub. Again, it's a possibility that's being thrown out there, and these possibilities in corporate America are always being pointed out there. But Apple does have the money to do it. Absolutely does. The only roadblock would be, I think it was Puck News talked about this with Paramount wanting to buy Warner Brothers now. It's very unlikely that the government would allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Like very unlikely. Because if now Apple doesn't own a news, what gets muddled is broadcast news. Like one company can't own two broadcasting companies, but broadcasting's dying. So maybe you could carve out the company and buy parts of it and get rid of ABC or that's probably a possibility. I am not a corporate analyst. There's much better people out there for this that could probably make it possible, but it is the swan song of Bob Iger is going out and selling to Apple. And I mean, it's eventually going to happen, Chris. I mean, all the legacy studios are pretty much gone. Like they're Disney's
Right.
probably one of the oldest that still wasn't bought by Pepsi or sold by this or that. But it's Hollywood's going to become Silicon Valley South. It pretty much is at this point. So like legacy studios creating entertainment as their sole purpose for money is no longer viable.
And there'll be fewer places for people like Chris Nolan to find a home for projects. I think if Apple buys Disney, wow, you'll see AI movies made fast.
Yep.
Animation will be done mostly with AI.
You know what sucks about Apple is Apple Plus puts a ton of money into their shows, into their productions. And there's a couple things that I think a lot of people like. I'm not big on it because I think the production is really good. They get A-list actors and they make the most boring woke content out there. I mean, a lot of
They're like boring woke. It's like mainstream woke.
Yeah. It's really just drab and sterile, you know, but it looks really good. And there's a couple of things they do well, but most of it's just super just drab. What was it? Murderbot. I tried to watch Murderbot and like portions of it were fun. The Skarsgård being a funny robot was fun, but everybody he was surrounded by was like a DEI hire and it was just annoying as hell. I couldn't get through it.
Yeah. I saw the trailer and just said, not for me.
Yeah.
I
Good
could tell
instinct.
from the trailer. Yeah.
How you doing, X-Ray girl?
I'm good. I'm enjoying the California side of like the, what do you call it? The
country?
The country. But I'm not seeing like the crazy stuff that people don't like. And sunsets here are amazing, by the way.
Okay.
That again tonight.
You know what? Were you in the DM group when I had, there's this beautiful sunset in San Francisco and this is probably before you were in the DM group for Friday Night Tights. So I threw it up there and I knew I was going to get like shit for it, like gay. And
oh, but it's so gorgeous.
Ryan's like, your sunsets are pathetic. They suck. They don't. I'm like, you can say it's gay, but our sunsets are pathetic. He's, oh, ours are way better in the Midwest. These are basic bitch sunsets.
No. Maybe the Caribbean is a good comparison, but I wouldn't say the Midwest is better.
I love that Ryan said your sunsets suck, though. That was funny.
Absolutely not.
Very
They're
on brand
gorgeous.
for Ryan.
Yeah, and I was telling Chris earlier that I pulled a Joe Biden. I was walking up the stairs, the very last step, I tripped and fell, and I can't go hiking today, unfortunately. But
oh no,
that's okay. Yeah,
but at least you didn't fall up the stairs.
No, I did.
You did? You fell up the stairs. Oh wow. Well done.
Was there any video?
Nope. Thank God.
Oh, God.
So you walk about as well as you drive. All right.
Thanks.
Fair.
Low expectations. There
Well-
might have been something involved that, obscured my
Like 100 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have made the sunset also nicer in a sense.
Okay.
So, yeah.
X-ray girl drunk. It's a day that ends in Y, folks.
There you go.
There you go. Chris, you guys closed down a bar in Dallas. I remember.
Oh, I do.
You don't remember. I remember.
Wait.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Who else was there? I'm trying to remember.
There was a lot of people in that house. It was practically a content house. Never do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like being around that much people. My pajamas. Like, no. Hell no.
I like getting away when I want to get away,
Mm-hmm. No way. So, oh boy. Where do we start? I guess
the grim stuff into the more
we'll
fun
get the
stuff.
grim stuff into the fun stuff. That's that's all we could do. It's going to be like Whiplash, but we got more news on the shooters, and as Chris just referenced, they had a text message exchange, and how that the boyfriend is not in jail right now. It's only probably, listen, the FBI is probably bullshitting him, going, "You'll be fine, man. Just cooperate. dude. Listen, man. Listen, dude. You cooperate, man. You cooperate, dude. We'll keep you out of a male prison. And then they'll throw his ass in jail.
Yeah, well,
I
it
wouldn't have a
sounds like
problem with that.
also a lot of people had foreknowledge of it happening, a significant amount. And in addition, it sounds like there are terror cells,
There are.
like
Okay.
LGBTQ
Terror cells. Yes.
Like,
yes.
This is a real thing. I look.
This has been a real thing in Northern California for years and years and years. So anybody up in the Bay Area has been up there.
But this is Utah. This is Utah,
Yeah.
where the Sundance Film Festival takes place, and pouring out for the great Robert Redford, who I know. Side note, that's how our brains work, right?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Robert Redford.
But rest in peace, Robert Redford. I interviewed him a couple times.
Oh,
I met him. He just is a great, magnanimous, cares about indie film, cares about filmmakers, and
we shared a birthday.
What's that?
We shared a birthday.
Yeah, and he
August 18th.
And also so many filmmakers came through Sundance. Everyone from Tarantino to Chris Nolan to just so many people. The Sundance Institute helped develop movies, and then they showed them at Sundance. So anyway, side note, and just we're going to talk about a lot today, but this is what we were talking about this earlier when I referenced our text messages.
So ABC's Matt Gutman says he's not sure if we have seen an alleged murder with such specific text messages that were very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommates and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate, who is transitioning, calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. Oh, they're framing this, folks. Okay, this is called framing.
Yeah.
This has been going on for ages. This is the reason independent YouTubers exist, is because of the media's insistence to push a narrative, one narrative, never the other narrative, never the other side of that narrative, for years now. And more people have woken up to it, but this is insidious. This is absolutely insidious. You don't have to frame it. All you have to do is report the news. You report what was said in that message. You do not need to editorialize, especially like this, which tells me exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, really. And I'm guessing that Matt Gutman is a moron and is like Anchorman, just does what he's told. So this is a rot within ABC. It's not just Matt, who I assume is just some himbo bot who just does what he's told.
Good assumption.
It's the producers there were helping him frame it. He would not be allowed to say this. That his comments would have had to have been vetted before he said those.
100%.
And he probably bounced it off a producer, said, "Oh, that's a good angle." So kind of surprised, but not surprised by this disgusting way to put it.
Yeah, they're trying to soften, they're more, this is like the Alex Jones song before Yellow Flash, where we love our Somalis, even though they just want to kill your daughter. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet. That's what this is. They're more worried about a community than just reporting the news, and they're worried about the reaction when they probably should be, because they help create this narrative. This narrative is a lot of it's fiction. A lot of it is a Hollywood production. This is complete bullshit that they try to frame this around. And I guarantee you, and I said it yesterday, within the halls of Lucasfilm, Bethesda, Naughty Dog, ABC News, NBC News, there was a lot of celebrating about Charlie Kirk. And let's not pretend there wasn't.
TMZ. That was complete. Those guys,
they're scum.
You know, when someone's lying to you, it's like, dude, your people in your newsroom
understand, like TMZ. You know, of course, you know what it stands for. It's the 3 mile zone or 30 mile zone. I always forget. I think it's the 30 mile zone. It's the zone of everything that happens in Hollywood, right? That's what TMZ stands for. They're gossipy. Right. They've always been that way, and they've always been this. You know, they are the paparazzi. They are the paparazzi. They are the slimiest of the slime. So not unexpected, but I love seeing them get their comeuppance. But with shit like this framing, it continues to danger because this pushes the narrative that trans people are being hunted. This is the narrative they have been pushing forever. Trans people are literally being hunted when the exact opposite is happening. And I can promise you, to that community, most people don't give a shit. They don't care about your identity. They don't care about your pronouns. They don't care about what you think about yourself. They don't give you a single thought. We have our own fucking problems. We're going about our fucking day. We're not going to sit there and concern ourselves with somebody who's having a personal identity crisis. Handle that shit on your own.
Yep.
And if you're happy, awesome. A happy person doesn't demand that people have to change their speech. A happy person doesn't give a fuck what somebody else thinks. But my God, let's steer away from the horror. Let's just play the game. Apply that to any other shooter on the other side. Would they get this kind of, oh, that's so sweet? No, they wouldn't.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And I wouldn't want them to.
Exactly.
So it was the duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And then on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and Pierce said, riveting press conference. They're looking for the death penalty. They're going all in on this one, and they
firing squad. They do firing squad.
So be it.
Utah. Wow, man, we live in wild times. I just there's so much going on. It's just bizarre. All the infighting now, and then this the big event. The funeral in, God, I'm forgetting. Is it Arizona now? In some stadium.
X-Ray Girl, do you have that list of the funeral that we were discussing?
Yeah. I know it's in a stadium, but literally everyone's going to be there.
Yeah. So basically the Trump administration, we got Trump, JD Vance, Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk, RFK, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, Tulsi Gabbard, Donald Trump Jr., Tucker Carlson, Stephen Miller, Sergio. Sorry, is that Gore? Gore? Not
Sergio Gore.
No relation. Suzanne Scott and TPUSA has now become a player. Like, it was an organization. It was effective. I heard of it. I know their conference. I have a couple of my friends went to the conference. I think I was invited to one. I couldn't make it though. But now it's huge. It's huge. Charlie has become a martyr, whether some people like it or not. And the thing that's put this in the stratosphere, to state the obvious, because a lot of people have already talked about it, is the reactions that we've seen. There's been a lot of good, and we got to focus on that. But there's been a lot of pretty horrifying, from people you wouldn't expect, like a housewife. And there's a lot of broken people in this world. I talked about it yesterday, and Chris, you've discussed it too with a lot of stuff we deal with is a lot of people without purpose, A lot of broken people without purpose.
Yes. And I think religion and spirituality, like I am not super religious into the formal, but you know, my family will pray at Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas.
Yep.
And I think it's from where I've sat, I think religion's been a positive thing. You know, I've had many religious friends. It wasn't until I came to Hollywood that I saw that there was a real disdain for people who practice religion. It happened when I was even at G4, like in 2005. One of my favorite producers I worked with there, people would say awful things about this person because they were Christian and was married, ended up having 4 kids, just a really good guy. And I was like, well, why? All we talk about is Batman, basically, and other nerd stuff. It felt weird. It's like, oh, I'd never seen that, you know, like religious bigotry. And it's
religious and political bigotry. And
is real here.
Sorry.
Like, very prevalent.
Sorry, not sorry to tell you where the foundation of that comes from. It's Marxism. It comes from Marxism. It comes from there's a lot of factors. There's a little bit of nuance, but that's the foundation of it. Go watch Razorfist has a great video called Hollywood Was Always Red. I highly recommend people watch that. There's other factors too. There was the overbearing religious right, which was pretty much a grift in the 90s that was trying to censor everything. There is I'm going to break some news here. There's a lot of gay people in Hollywood. It's a lot. Couple. So there's a lot of reasons for it, but they only go after Christians. They're the longest hanging fruit. They're happy to, and it's been going on for decades to where it's tired. It's not even original. It's not even fun. And we're like, hey, okay, you know what? Equal opportunity offender. Hit all the other religions. Come on. Now, you know what? In Hollywood,
never do.
They are hitting another religion now, which is new. That's going to be a problem with that war in the sandbox right now. But there's some that they just don't. Weird, isn't it? Strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
There are approved targets.
Yep.
Approved.
South Park, which is, hasn't been on the greatest run recently. They're the only ones. The only ones. And those episodes you can watch them. I believe it's episode 200 and 201. And I think they're on a list somewhere. I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are because of that. But coexist, Chris. Coexist.
Sure.
We can all coexist. Oh my God! You know how many of those stickers you see them a lot, but dude,
all the time. It's so stupid.
And
those people are always batshit.
Every city has the Subaru that's got like 1,000 stickers on it.
Right.
And it's all like, it's all progressive stuff, and then like Fish or Grateful Dead.
Right.
And then it's like coexist stickers and all these fucking slogans that are just plastered. Bay Area. 1 out of every 10 cars is that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just go, oh, it's one of them. They listen to NPR every day.
Yeah.
They do. Anyway, did you see Tim Russ's tweet yesterday?
No, I did not. What's
Tim
that?
Russ, Tuvok. And he's doubled and tripled down. He doesn't give a shit. So, I mean, if you're going to have a bad take, I guess stick by it. But a Star Trek actor from Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. You just say Tuvok. I don't know the actor. I only ever saw him in that one thing, and I thought he was okay.
Who was in Picard season 3, playing a duplicitous copy of Tuvok. So scroll up so we can see his name. X-Ray Girl. There is Tim Russ. Put the only Kirk that matters. Now, this came yesterday while we were live on Real BBC. And so like he had to think about this. He took days to think about this and thought this was a good idea. And hey, free speech, you can feel how you want. We've said it quite a bit now. You don't have to like Charlie Kirk. You don't have to mourn his loss. But there's the basic line of human decency of not dancing on somebody's grave, right? So it was good. Az did a great video on it, and he showed, I'm forgetting the actor's name, Chakotay. Chakotay said the opposite, like pretty much the day of. Said, hey, Charlie was a brother in Christ, and it's very sad for his family. So it's not everybody. And that might explain why Chakotay didn't want to work with anybody else and hasn't wanted to come back to the show. Sheds a little light on this a little bit. It's like he's never really wanted to come back. They talked about it with Picard season 3 a little bit, and he's like, nah, now I know why. Good choice, sir. Wow. Who'd want to work with these twats? But this is Star Trek now. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. This is Star Trek now using fucking William Shatner, who still blocks me, but I don't give a shit. The man's a legend. I love him to death. By the way, he called out William Shatner called out the assassination and said the right thing. It's even in the community note. So, and I mean that's expected because he's a basic decent human being. And Tim Russ is like, no, F you. You guys like guns, so you deserve this. And yeah, well, one of the reasons Star Trek is dead makes it very hard to go back when they do this. I would argue lately, anyway, that Mark Hamill's done more damage to Star Wars than Kathleen Kennedy, as far as me wanting to, my enjoyment of going back and watching the original trilogy and seeing Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's done far more damage.
Yeah.
Far more damage. But that's the state we're in Hollywood. And we saw the Emmys we were chit-chatting. We were DMing together. It started out like I liked the host. I think
good.
Oh God, I don't know if you could find it fast enough, X-Ray Girl. There's a quick little clip where they're talking about streaming in the opening monologue. That's pretty funny. I think Variety tweeted it, but they tweet like 18 times a day. That I thought was pretty funny. And he specifically said, we're not going to get political guys. We're like, but as the show went on, Chris, as the show went on, Javier Bardem, here's what happens. Tell me if I'm wrong, Chris. Correct? You can. Adult pretender, vacuous, empty people who are in a constant form of identity crisis because they pretend to be other people for a living. They make a lot of money doing it. And a lot of them probably genuinely feel really bad because sometimes their charity tax shelter will take them to the starving kids in Tijuana in the, I use that as an example because I've actually been to the shanty town in Tijuana. It's really fucking sad where the orphans are. And they fucking come back feeling like, oh my God, I make believe for a living and I make millions of dollars and these kids are starving. So they feel bad. And then their agent gets to them and shows them a 15-minute documentary on Palestine or something like that. They all of a sudden feel completely informed and want to go out and fight for the cause after watching probably admittedly half of that 15-minute documentary on YouTube and getting informed by their agents. And they go out and they feel the need to put the little scarf thing on or whatever and whatever. But I would argue that in Hollywood, you might want to think about who signs your checks a little bit. But then that one woman went out who is Jewish and said, go birds, fuck ICE, and free Palestine.
And then they posted about it on some account and blurred her shoulders.
Yeah, so that was the not Al Jazeera, but it was the Hamas or what it was the organization over there that a woman is not allowed to show her shoulders at all. So they blurred it out to be their mouthpiece. And you can't make this shit that was a perfect meme. It was a perfect meme. Jewish woman in Hollywood, probably gay, shouts free Palestine. They blur her entire body out.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I that whole thing. What's weird is the press interviews are even worse and the red carpet even worse. The show is more under control, but the behind the scenes, they get even more. You don't have to scrub long to find stuff.
Oh, no, not at all. That was it. Oh, God. Where's that monologue? Where's the monologue? Have you found
I
it
have
yet?
the entire monologue, but I can't.
No,
I'm trying to find
there's
where
an
it is.
isolated one. Here. I'm pretty sure I liked it. Hang on.
Is it on Variety?
Yeah, I just got to go through my tweets. Talk amongst
There you
yourselves
go.
for a second.
Yeah.
Thought it was
Well,
kind of
read-
funny.
Some soups, maybe.
Read a couple soups.
Yeah, read some soups.
Yeah. Jan and Kay says the right can't Google look at Destiny's band post. Ike Alice says Hail Nerdrotic, X-Ray Girl, and Frank
Hail.
Gore. Hail.
Hail.
Bill Galactica says, damn, missed a 5-year anniversary of being a member. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Congrats.
Who was that? Give me that
Bill
name.
Galactica.
Bill Galactica, 5 years.
That's insane.
God, we're practically in a relationship now, buddy. Just want to point that out.
Alex for $10 says, I'm getting married in about 3 hours. Hail. Congratulations. That's so
Wow.
exciting.
Today? You're getting married
I
on a
would-
Wednesday? Okay.
That's insane.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Good luck. Troy Kukolka for 10 says you should give Murderbot another go. The DEI crew is the butt of the jokes. The whole show is Skarsgård trying to keep them from dying through sheer stupidity. That could sound fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mexi Rage for $2 says, I don't know if this is true, but The Mask is getting a 4K. Oh my God, that'd be so cool.
Oh, good.
I found the streaming thing.
Oh, you did? Good.
Did
good
you?
man.
Yeah, do you want me to bring it up?
Yeah,
Share it if you want. Yeah.
Shoot, wait, let me.
Oh, I love The Mask so much. It's such a 90s movie. Remember,
So
Chris,
funny.
remember in the mid 90s, swing dancing became such a huge
Oh my
thing.
God.
All my friends went to
Yes.
swing dancing classes and they were wearing zoot suits and listening to Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. What's the other one? Squirrel Nut Zipper. Brian Setzer Orchestra. And it was a fun time. It really was kind of cool. I liked it, but like The Mask is filled with that. It came out right in that era. Swingers.
Right.
Swingers is a movie that's pretty much
That
centered
would-
around that. Yeah.
That's
That's kind of what started it. Right. So it was an interesting time in the 90s. Squirrel Nut Zippers were fun.
I love the Dresden Room, which is in Swingers. I would go there. I saw Tarantino and Favreau there in the mid 90s. They hung out there.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Thank you. Chat.
Do you want to play this? It's 41
just to say,
seconds.
I'm just marveling at how many of my friends started dressing like femme fatales from the 40s, and my buddies were in zoot suits, and I wasn't. I had no part of it. I had long hair. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I didn't really get into the fashion side, but I like the music. I would go see Marty and Elaine at the Dresden Room.
Yeah.
In, Los Feliz.
I
Look that up. I love them.
I love the
great.
music, and interestingly enough, it was all the guys who were like ska boys back in high school who I knew who just went right into us because it kind of fits a little bit, wouldn't you think?
Sure.
All right, let's
Yeah.
this
Let's do
they need to do more of this. Very simple, kind of funny, kind of clever. It's not the funniest thing you'll ever see, but it's decent.
All right. Should I play it?
Yes.
What's that? You asked about streaming. No. One day I dreamed there would be so many shows, we would have to invent another type of TV called streaming.
What is streaming, sir?
A new way for companies to lose money. These streamers will make their own shows and create their own stars.
Who will these stars be?
Murderers. Real life murderers mostly.
Who would watch shows about murderers for entertainment?
Your wife, my wife, everyone's wife. What's that? You asked about streaming.
It is
good.
it's funny because it's true.
Yes. Oh my God. Those are like the top shows on Netflix.
Oh, dude. All the women are watching it and
Yeah.
every show a chick is watching, just know Az is watching it too.
That's right. That's right.
He was like, I was just watching one the other day, some true crime stuff, and I'm like, you are a chick. You are straight up a chick.
But see, I'll get sucked in if someone's watching it. I'll get sucked in. I have watched those shows. So.
Well, you're kind of chickish too. I mean, but you're in LA.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
and
in LA.
Disparu too.
Disparu is literally a lesbian.
Well, that's true.
Well, the haircut is. I don't know about Disparu.
No, he's a
himself.
lesbian.
Haircut.
Dude,
Just
he watches
needs the Rachel Maddow glasses.
Bro, he watches Orange is the New Black, The L World. He listens to
Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diary. Yeah.
He needs Rachel Maddow glasses, and then it completes his look.
I was trying to think of a lesbian band tonight. Tegan and Sarah. He listens to Tegan and Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nikos. How do you say this one? Nikos.
Sorry.
It's Nikos KNU325, and it's probably supposed to spell something, but I am retarded. What?
News? Like news? Like the 2 is an S?
Maybe.
You're confusing us, Nikos.
But that's not hard. It's not hard.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
True.
You were in that Roy X-ray girl. They grow so fast, everybody. We learned that
That's also what she said. Sorry.
We learned that Charlie's is, I know, right into this is super serious, super
I'm so
chat.
sorry.
It's been a weird week, okay, folks? We're doing the best we can. We're doing the very best we can. We learned that Charlie's assassin was influenced by neo-Marxist ideology, and the left wants us to forgive them. Let me be clear. I have depression. The only thing that made me happy was culture, and the left destroyed it and contributed to my depression. For that alone, I will never forgive the left. I wish I was a better man, but I hate them. I watched Mobland because of your hype, and it was shit. It was just British Sopranos, but without likable protagonists. Tony Soprano loved his family. Tom Hardy constantly chooses to help these assholes. Why should I root for him? I saw it a different way. I thought he was trying to hold stuff together, but your opinion is valued here. I love Mobland. Now I love The Sopranos too. I do. Somebody asked me if it was dated. No, I think it holds up just as well today, to be honest with you. That is what we have been talking about for years, right, Chris? Is, fandom has never been a peaceful place. There's always been like little pockets of furries and fucking commies, and but for the most part, it was a place where we congregated and shared the things we love. For the most part.
Yep.
Okay. So right wing, left wing, libertarian, whatever. We all like Superman. We all like Spider-Man. We all wanted to talk about Conan. And it's when the uber radical progressive left, the Portland Mafia, took over comics, and publishing was taken over, gaming was taken over. Interestingly enough, Chris, these activist takeovers all took place right around the same time. It's not like there weren't people there already. It's not like they weren't left already, because they were. But the radical, like Berkeley hairy armpit types, really started invading towards the end of the Obama presidency. It's weird how that just happened so naturally.
Yeah.
It didn't happen naturally, by the way. And they understood the importance of pop culture, something the right never did. Most on the right still don't understand how important it is to people like you and me. I've had bouts of crippling depression in the past. Crippling depression, crippling anxiety, mostly due to drug use and past trauma that I hadn't dealt with. And when I needed a little relief, I read Lord of the Rings. I watched Lord of the Rings. I watched Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I cracked open a comic book. I watched a Star Trek episode. That's the importance of escapism. It gives you a little relief, takes you to someplace comfortable, and it calms you down. So you can get back.
It can inspire,
Yeah.
impart lessons about life. I mean, it's meaningful. When it's at its best, it's meaningful. Fiction adds meaning.
And no one gets to tell you, Nikos, that, like, what's important to you and what's not important to you. Just because somebody else doesn't care. We'll get called out for being nerds, and look at all that shit in your wall by a guy who's like got Buffalo Bills shit all over. And you know what? Good for him. You're a nerd for your sport. You're a nerd for your team. Same fucking thing, man. We're all nerds for something. So never let anybody. But they took that shit away from you. They did. And they divide. Hollywood has played its part. Publishing has played its part. Gaming has played its part. But Hollywood really has played its part in dividing the country. 100%. And it's been constant year after year. Sorry, Chris, go on.
There's never been self-reflection. I have not witnessed any self-reflection on Hollywood's part. Anyone from Hollywood, even I'm sure you saw that Piers exchange with Destiny and Anna Kasparian. I don't know if you saw it, Gary. No,
I did.
Self-reflection at all to like, maybe our approach is wrong. Maybe we've crossed the line. Nothing ever, never. It's, I kind of feel it's like dating a crazy, in my past, I have maybe been with one or a few that were kind of batshit crazy. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, that's what they are like. Freaking batshit crazy.
And nothing gets checked anymore. That's the thing, is that behavior, that kind of craziness used to get checked. And Hollywood specifically used to get checked by powerful producers, directors, people with charisma, and with the basic understanding that we make pretend, we need to appeal to the most people possible. Yes, we make specific entertainment to niche crowds that loves to get conflated in this argument. But what keeps Hollywood afloat is, in popular culture, is the tentpole, is the water cooler series. That's what keeps Hollywood afloat, the thing with the mass appeal. And without that, you can't have your little art house film where you have a bunch of Antifa running around with some warrior pregnant woman by, what is it, Paul? I'm forgetting the director's name. I want to say Paul W. The one you just saw, Chris. The movie you just saw. One battle after another.
Which one? Well, yeah. So I've seen a lot, like 3 movies a day. Like I'm one battle.
Well, how
after
many
another.
of them have a pregnant warrior woman and Antifa?
Well,
maybe a lot.
Wait until that movie comes out, Gary. It's gonna bomb. The only reason people will see it is because of Paul Thomas Anderson, his reputation, but just the current mood of the country, this movie is not going to sit well with a lot of people.
Yep.
So prepare for that. And I think you in particular, you need to see it.
I'm going to watch it. I really want to see a movie where Antifa is the good guy. I really, especially, it'd be funny is that it comes out this Friday?
Next week, actually.
Next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. So a week from this Friday or the coming Friday, like day after tomorrow.
It's whatever. It's I think 26th.
Okay, so a week from this Friday.
Week from this Friday, yes.
Reason I'm setting that up is, wouldn't it be funny if Trump declares Antifa a terrorist organization that morning or sometime that week?
This movie comes out. It makes no sense.
That would be funny.
It's really weird because it stands in contrast to his last movie, which was very, for him, kind of milquetoast, Licorice Pizza, which was fun. Like, it was a little like a view of an era. I really like Licorice Pizza. It's one of my favorite movies the year it came out, but it got criticized because it wasn't diverse. It was like all white.
Yeah, I remember.
And people were like criticizing it for that reason. And I'm like, well, it's a story. It's a view of an era. And I don't know. I like that film for what it was.
I used to work at Licorice Pizza. Do you know one still exists in LA?
I heard.
And so they have those cassette crates and record crates. Remember, they have the woman, like the 50s diner lady has got a record, and the Licorice Pizza is a record. That's right. So she's holding up the record. You can get those vinyl crates and cassette crates still. You can order them on their website. They're very nice people, by the way. And I got a couple for my vinyl. It was awesome. I hadn't seen those in years, and trying to find an old one on eBay was too much. I couldn't find one. So I'm glad they're making them again. I'm glad they're still there. But you
got to see that movie, Gary. It's going to cause conversation.
Yeah. You told me it's basically it's him. How did you put it? You put it like he made the movie. You say it.
He made the movie that was like the checklist of things Hollywood wanted him to say. That's what the movie is. I'm just going to repeat that in my review, but that's like, especially in light of his last movie, which failed to, there was a big awards campaign for that film, and it did get nominations, didn't win, I think almost nothing. And it's like his apology. Now he's like, okay, is this the movie you want me to make? I'll make it. And it's very with the ice. I mean, they go to ice facilities. They don't call them that in the movie. They go to ice facilities and they rescue people in trucks and save them.
You know what other show did that? Picard season 2.
Yeah.
When they went back in time and they saved people from ice.
Yeah, I never watched the first 2 seasons of Picard. I only watched Red Letter Media's reviews and just suffered with them.
Bro, they are amongst the worst things I've ever seen. And Patrick Stewart is fucking terrible in them. But every fucking movie for the next 4 years is going to be some variation of AI, anti-immigration.
God, there's a documentary that's coming out called 2 + 2 = 5. It's about Orwell in 1984. And I was very excited. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great documentary. I saw the trailer, woke trash. Like, of course they show January 6th and Trump. It's like, unless you're looking at, the people that are pushing lies that aren't true and forcing you to believe a lie, certain kinds of lies, almost all documentaries I see that come to Film Threat are some completely biased, one-sided look at a topic. Like, almost never is it, I'm going to explore a topic, see where it takes me. I'm going to present facts. I was so pissed off because we need a documentary like that.
We do.
That questions mainstream media, narratives that are spun, lies being sold to us. Math is racist. I mean, it's implied in the title.
Somebody should make that.
Well, I mean, I was hoping, I was so angry watching this. Now, I can't make assumptions based on the trailer. Maybe that's the hook to get you in. But I was so like, God, you had an opportunity to really do something, say something. And the trailer really misses the mark. I'll see the film, but because I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. Typical stuff.
Gremlin Anku if I said that right, sorry if I didn't. For 20, thank you. Says, did you see Benny's chat today with the FCC commissioner? I did not see Benny this morning. I usually do, but I was working on a video. He mentioned that Disney had about a dozen violations on them. Doesn't surprise me one bit. Nope. Not at all. Have you guys seen the French animated sci-fi film called Mars Express from 2023? The story was interesting.
I saw it.
And didn't lecture the audience. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was great. Yeah, really good, solid.
Cool. They're literally calling for us to give up our firearms while simultaneously celebrating the unaliving of a right-wing moderate. They've told us what their Maoist goals actually are the whole time. Yes, they have.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just state a basic reality. Getting rid of firearms in America would be impossible at this point. And you know, maybe they've done that a little bit in the big cities, but all you've done is removed the good gun owners. If you truly wanted to start taking away guns like they did in Australia, the first thing you'd have to do is hit the hood. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. But doesn't mean they're not going to try. JWT6577 for $5. Janet was the hottest roommate in Three's Company. Janet? I don't know, Chris, do you agree with that? Do you think Janet was the hottest roommate in Three's Company?
Yeah, I mean, everybody goes for, Chrissy, but I don't know. Yeah, I like brunettes.
Yeah, Janet was cute.
It's fine.
Yeah, no problem. Why choose? You had them. It's
Why
called
not?
Three's Company.
It's Three's Company.
Have you seen the trailer for Emma Stone's movie Begonia? I have. Matthew 5.9 for $1.99. It's
It could be fun.
yeah. It looks very bizarre.
Well, that director always does weird shit.
Yep.
But Jesse Plemons is gold.
Disney is not a family brand. It is the unfulfilled female brand, says Ian Carroll's for $4.99. Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Got a feeling Doomsday is going to flop. Ooh. If it does, will Marvel take a hiatus, or do you guys think they'll keep the slop factory going as Disaster Area for $4.99?
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell. You could be right, Disaster Area. I'm not going to say you're not. Like I don't know. It will not make Endgame or even Infinity War money, and that's what they're expecting. That's absolutely what they're expecting. It will do gangbusters. It will have one of the best, if not the best, opening weekend of any film. It's what happens after that. I don't know how you make a good movie out of that, and I don't know how you make a satisfying movie about bringing back old characters that people love and then killing them off. That was one of the fundamental problems with Solo. Before the movie even came out, you were watching a story about a dead character because they killed him.
Yeah.
And that matters. And he doesn't.
So what was the point?
Yeah. And it's not like he died bravely and for some great sacrifice. He died needlessly and pathetically. Like Obi-Wan died, but he died saving Luke, allowing them to escape, and he ascended. He completed his mission, his sacrifice. That was an epic, glorious death. And he didn't really die.
Spock, too. Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan. That was one of the best movie deaths ever. I wept when I was a kid seeing that in the theater. It was the culmination of love for the original series. And, not everybody loves motion picture. I mean, I liked it as a kid. I do. I mean, I have the 4K. I love it. Director's cut. Star Trek 2.
But those deaths, those lives, those characters had meaning. You destroyed all of Han Solo's meaning as a character by having him walk into a lightsaber of his son and then like it was such a horrible, horrible death. It ruined the character. And so you had something going up against you before the movie even came out. Then it sucked.
Right. Well, that's why I hated Force Awakens and everyone loved it. I was like, I hated that. It was crap. So it was lazy. It was, I did not like Force Awakens. No, I don't like any of them. But the point is, back to Doomsday, is you're bringing all these characters back and they're not going to have any meaning and they're just going to be there to show up for a cameo and you go, oh, look, neat. Oh, they're dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to kill off a lot. So it's going to be like Doctor Strange mom. Yeah. Oh, we saw Mr. Fantastic and Professor X in his real chair and they all died like stupidly. Yeah. And you're like, that's not going to be a satisfying film experience.
That's not going to be uplifting at all. And they already said this is Doom's story. They're going to copy Infinity War, and it's going to be about him just slaughtering a bunch of superheroes that he's got no connection to, that they built no to. So, will the slot factory continue? Yes. They have no other choice. They've got nothing.
Well,
they've got absolutely nothing going for them right now other than they can remake fucking animated stuff, but you bought Marvel, you bought Star Wars, you've got nothing going. So they're going to have to do a soft reboot. They're going to bring in the X-Men, and the worst mistake, Chris, and I don't know how you fix it, is you're going to do it with the guy who got you in all this trouble. How does Kevin Feige, the architect of this disaster, fix it? Trashifice. Northern Lights greater than Sunsets. They are pretty great. I've only seen them once when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think the rarity makes it greater too. So,
you ever seen any Northern Lights, Chris?
No.
You haven't?
Hey, by the way, from Variety, this is news. South Park has delayed tonight's new episode.
Oh, really?
Apparently, when you do everything at the last minute, sometimes you don't get it done. This one's on us. We didn't get it done in time. Thanks to Comedy Central and South Park fans for being so understanding. Tune in next week, they said in a statement. And the graphic is interesting.
Let's see it.
Statement. I'll just show you this. There you go.
Have they shown a clip or a trailer from this upcoming episode?
I don't know, but it's Cartman wearing a shirt that says "Woke is dead."
Well,
that's a weird announcement because have you ever seen that documentary 6 Days to Air?
Mm-hmm.
About how they make South Park? It's inspiring. I love that doc.
Interesting choice by Variety, by the way, and fuck you, Variety. That was very deliberate. Let me counteract this image with a statement of my own, Variety.
Mm-hmm.
Woke killed somebody last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my this is just a theory. They had an episode ready. It was probably an incredible poor taste considering the events of the last week, and they had to scramble to make it a brand new episode. Think I'm far off base on that one. Oh, we probably didn't get it done in time. Bullshit. They were going on the Trump train and who knows? They probably could have gone full Antifa. Well, who knows? They've never really made fun of Antifa that much either. A little bit, but not much. Yeah, my theory is they had an episode ready to go, and it was probably not the right episode to go with, and they scrapped it, and they're starting a new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Woke is deadly.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, that's good. You should quote tweet that. Or whatever. Woke is deadly.
Here, hang on. I'll respond. Where's Variety? Where's Variety? I'll get in some trouble for this one. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Where is it? Where is it? God, they treat like a 14-year-old girl. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. There it is.
Woke is. Did I spell it right, X-Ray Girl?
Yeah, you're right. You're good.
Okay. Boom. There we go. Yes, I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. Absolutely. Somebody early in the chat, I don't know, they'll probably get mad at me or something. I keep an eye on the chat and somebody just put Gary. It's like, what? Why would you just put my name? Yes. Oh my God. Thank you for finding that breaking news, Chris.
There you go.
I think I'm on the mark on that one. I think they had an episode ready to go. It was in poor taste for even South Park. Bad timing. Who knows? Maybe Charlie Kirk was even in it, and honestly, what did somebody, oh God, I forgot. I saw it on Twitter and it's in horrible taste. Oh, maybe it's in my messages. It was somebody proposed the next South Park episode to try to lighten the mood. I don't know if this would have worked. God, I can't remember. It was something to the effect of, I forgot who it was, but having somebody dance on Robert Redford's grave. I forgot the character they had dancing on Robert Redford's grave. It was actually kind of funny. Horrible taste, by the way. Horrible taste. God, I wish I could find that, but it's gone now. I have too much fucking shit in my DMs. But we'll see. We'll see what they do here. Did they make a statement about Charlie Kirk? No, they didn't. The news that went around that they pulled the episode, it was from basically broadcast. They did not pull the episode from Paramount Plus. And I don't want to speak for Charlie Kirk, but he seemed to lean into it pretty well, made his profile picture, and I doubt he would have wanted the episode pulled, nor should they, The problem with here's what happened with South Park, Chris. I think they felt like they were being associated with MAGA too much and they wanted to distance themselves. So they went full on because they have bypassed so much low-hanging fruit, and so is all of Hollywood, by the way. Woke is the easiest thing to make fun of. You could make a Blazing Saddles movie about woke, and it would be fucking hilarious. And you could just make it about Hollywood and all their restrictions and how they cast people. And the one absurdity is, I don't know if you could parody the reality more than the reality parodies itself. You know what I'm saying? It is basically like having a casting director trying not to be racist and being like racist, because that's what this is. You're fighting discrimination with discrimination. I think it would be comedy gold, and nobody's ever made it. And they won't. And Hollywood used to laugh at themselves all the time. Fucking look at Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. You can't make that today.
No.
Although, did you see Spinal Tap 2, Gary? Did you go to it?
No. I was thinking about going tonight.
It was good. It was good. They showed a trailer for a film. I can't find it online yet, but I saw it it's called Farkham Hall, and it's a parody of all these British period costume dramas that look freaking hilarious. A raunchy comedy set in that world. So good, but I can't find it online. It's not on YouTube yet.
Nowhere? Okay.
Farkham Hall.
I'm supposed to go to date night tonight, but Melissa wants to see Bing Caught Stealing.
Yeah, I know why.
I know why. Yeah. And I was like,
so I should see it?
And I was like, don't you want to see Spinal Tap 2 instead? She's all no.
A movie you can both like.
Yeah. So I like Matt Smith. I do. As a punk rocker.
Yeah.
Does he die in the beginning?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't
Alan
seen it? Oh, what did Alan think?
There's so much shit coming out. I mean, I try to see, between Alan and I, we try to see every movie that opens on Friday, and there's a lot. And it's meh. Most of it is meh. It's really disheartening. So,
yeah,
little highlights here and there. I saw Good Boy, the dog horror film, very good and short, 70 minutes, very short. And can't wait to talk about it. But mostly just okay stuff.
I want your advice. In light of Charlie, I want to start a channel called The Gospel According To, and it would be about the pop culture / current events, say about biblical truth and debunk them. Thoughts? Go. Tommy, go.
Oh,
I would double check. That's a good name for a channel. I would double check to make sure it hasn't been used already. If it has, find something close. The best advice I can give on channel names is make them very easy to read, understandable. Make them pop. Make them pop. And try to be a little clever about it. If not, then lean towards like a little more basic, because how do I put this nicely? You can get like clever to where your name would be something of nuance that some people would get, but most people wouldn't. Don't do a name like that because most people won't get it. If that makes any sense. But no, it sounds good. Do it. Haven't seen many Robert Redford films, but me and my dad always liked watching The Last Castle. God, I've seen so many. I love The Sting. Absolutely love The Sting. Had that soundtrack playing that Scott Joplin music all the time when I was like a 12, 13-year-old.
The Natural is so good. One of the all-time great sports movies. Amazing soundtrack. It's yeah, The Natural. Although it is kind of weird because Glenn Close is in it, and they're like supposed to be in high school, and he's a little older.
Yeah,
they did a lot of soft lighting in those early scenes, but I love that film. The Natural,
absolute,
real inspiring.
Absolute legend. May he rest in peace. And I like Sneakers. Remember Sneakers?
Yeah,
in the 90s, that was fun. Dan Aykroyd.
Remember Civil War? Marvel's Civil War. He was in that.
I remember. As a matter of fact, that's the only thing Logan knew him from.
Or no, wait. I'm sorry. Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah, Winter Soldier.
What am I saying? He was in a Captain America movie.
Woke Dismal has told young men they're toxic and everything wrong with the world over the last decade. Now they're crying out for them to come back. They're so woke, they're never going to be able to change. Blood Viper for 10 British pounds. There are some people who have the woke mind virus, and it is terminal. I don't think they can come back from it. I think it broke them on so many levels.
Yeah.
But the further we get on with the internet, the further that we see more and more people. We've seen more of the world and more of people than we've ever seen in history, and I promise you this is the way the world's always been. We just see it more. Be sure to follow, if you're on Twitter and you're going to stay there, be sure to follow like Nature is Amazing, or I follow Jack Kirby art, fantasy art.
Too. I follow a lot of art.
Alex Ross posts like 20 times a day of just brilliant. You got to mix that in. Like anytime I see a bad TV show, I make sure to follow it up with a good TV show. Chris, we got a little time. Let's talk about. Well, let me get a few more soups in, and then we're going to talk about Alien Earth.
Oh God.
Speaking of that.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to get coffee.
Go get some coffee, buddy. Go get some coffee.
We need more coffee.
Jeff Bailey for $2 says your tribute to Doctor Who is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Oh, that does my heart good. Perry and I worked together on that, and we both share a passion for that. I love Doctor Who. It's my favorite TV show. I love the messaging from the old Doctor Who, which is the basic messaging, which is use your head, be clever, because that's something the Brits have always valued over violence or anything, is being clever. And that's what I grew up on. And I love, not that I'm the most clever person in the world, but I loved, and I love that I could watch that with my kids, and it was a family thing for so long. I love that fucking show. So when that last Shooty episode aired and it was terrible, and it was clear that the show was over, I wasn't like happy. And I talked about this a long time ago. It's like, when this is all said and done, like, it sucks what we lost in the fire, the woke fire. It sucks that we we lost things like Doctor Who and Star Trek. There's nothing to celebrate about it. I'm going to mock it when it's stupid. That's a coping mechanism too, but it's also, they make it very easy. And that's the way we can turn it into entertainment, is mocking them so we can all laugh together. So somebody gets some enjoyment out of it somewhere. But yeah, it was, I was bummed. I was like, well, shit, didn't need to be this way. So thank you. I appreciate that. Crack a G23 for $9.99. South Park should have Saddam Trump drop breadcrumbs to his true identity, having 2000s Warhawk being consulted by, like elders, and recalling all previous Saddam appearances. There are so many things that they're avoiding that could be hilarious if they made fun of him. And yeah, it would be salty and spicy. And South Park used to be fearless, right, guys? Fearless. You could tell they're afraid of something. You could tell they're afraid of something. And dude, they were an inspiration of speaking your mind and mocking absolutely everything for me.
I mean, look at Team America, the first South Park movie. Like, just, it's insane the things that they mocked and got away with, and you love them for it.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, just comedy is gutless these days. It's really not.
It's cowardly.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at what Monty Python mocked, I mean, God, it's just, it's when comedy chose a side. And so we're going to support this side. It became unfunny. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, I used to love The Man Show. Love The Man Show. It was raunchy, and now he is a shell. I mean, he is a shill.
He is what he always was. So what,
yeah,
we see that a lot. People who just flip sides. Listen, I don't know how you do that as a human being. Of course, your values evolve over time and things change. And, you know, Anna Kasparian becomes a mom and she becomes a little bit more conservative. That's pretty normal shit. But just to do a 180, no, you were just a phony all along. You have no values. You have no integrity. You have no standards. So Adam Carolla, he's real. Jimmy Kimmel, fake as fuck. Always has been. Same with Howard Stern. Howard Stern was just, it turns out Howard Stern really wanted to be part of the club. And so did Jimmy.
Yeah.
Was it this clip?
It's the clip from last night where he said Charlie Kirk's assassin was MAGA.
Yeah.
But he is helping to, before he plays this, he is helping to spread a lie.
Yes.
This is, now it's about legacy and truth. And what I see Steph from My Nerdy Home, shout out to her, follow her if you don't already. She has been a warrior on TikTok, like correcting people, making videos, and trying to tell people you're not being told the truth. And I don't expect that from Jimmy Kimmel. He's just so annoying. Irritates me.
Hit play.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. It's demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
When did that air? Chris?
I don't know. Was that Friday or Monday? I don't know, honestly.
Find
but
out.
I
when
know,
that-
I
doesn't
know,
matter really, but
I saw a PBD comment on that clip of Trump. He basically said, "What do you do when your enemies like are coming after you? It doesn't affect you. It's part of maybe his coping, right? I mean, I don't know. We'll see his comments at the actual funeral. Maybe save
we've
it for
already
that.
heard that he's grieving. I don't know if he heard the question or, I mean, that's Trump. That like Trump's like, that's Trump.
Right.
It's just is. Maybe he didn't hear the question. I don't fucking know. That doesn't bother me. He clearly, Charlie Kirk was instrumental in getting him elected, and Trump's son was a close friend to Charlie Kirk. Oh, and the president's going to his funeral. You can debate that all you want. It's what happened before that, what he said before that, when he's clearly MAGA. Jimmy Kimmel knows that's a lie. Jimmy Kimmel knows that's a lie. That wasn't just Jimmy being biased. That is him repeating what is a known lie.
Well, I will say this: he might not know. It might be.
I am
his
not
writers.
giving him that much credit anymore. Fuck these people. They know what they're doing. And we could say that you know what? The writers, Jimmy Kimmel can't be that misinformed. Now, I know they can't, like Bill Maher had never heard of the World Economic Forum, and fucking Roseanne Barr had to tell him, okay, he's a stoner. No, Jimmy knew what he was doing. Jimmy knew what he was fucking doing. He was lying. He was pushing a narrative because you know what he knows? His fucking retarded audience will believe it.
Yes.
That's evil. That's evil. And that's ABC. The same network that said the murderer and his transitioning boyfriend had a little touching message talking about the murder of another human being.
Like two, lovers. They're trying to romanticize and humanize that situation. And to me, it's deranged and sick. And clearly this kid who was radicalized was gay. Who knows if he was out to his family or not?
So that was Monday.
Whatever.
So that comes from Monday. So that's just day before yesterday. So we absolutely knew. Well, they knew within a couple of days because there was what was written on the fucking bullet casings.
Yeah.
And nobody, okay. What's the motivation of somebody from MAGA assassinating Kirk? Let's hear your theory. I've heard some stupid ones out there. There's plenty of fucking retarded theories out there. But yeah. They're trying to protect a class of people that they have been trying to promote, manifest. There seems to be I'm tired of this being fucking taboo. It's fucking weird how many people in Hollywood and entertainment and over there in entertainment, the BBC, have trans kids. It is.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is fucking weird.
It's weird.
It is vile. It is child abuse. And when you're running around with what didn't fucking CM Punk, didn't I hear Jeremy say CM Punk wore a shirt that said protect trans kids?
What did they?
Yeah. There's no such thing. There's fucked up adults who want to use their kids as accessories.
Here's a meme that kind of gets into it. I don't know. It might be controversial, Gary.
Let's go.
I don't know if you want to
Fuck it.
show it.
The slippery slope.
Yep.
The slippery slope. Well, when it gets in the hands of the elite in Hollywood, when they ride a trend and they value trend and ego over anything, that is their currency. This is what, and they're going to have to deal with it themselves. Remember Mommy Dearest, Chris? You remember
Yes.
Mommy Dearest? There's going to be a lot of Mommy Dearests written in the future about, an aging Megan Fox. This is just, I'm just proposing hypothetical script out here. Megan Fox makes it to the age of 65. Her beauty is faded. She feels irrelevant. She's angry. And then she has to deal with all the kids she transitioned. Sounds like an Oscar winner to me.
Yeah, James Woods has been commenting on this too. He commented about Cynthia Nixon and how kind of weird it is. I mean, seems batshit, but
most people are batshit over there. But speaking of batshit, let's transition to Alien Earth, a show about a bunch of adults, 12-year-olds in adult super robot bodies, still going through puberty, fighting. Well, they're not even fighting with a pet xenomorph. It's not even fighting the xenomorph. It's Dr. Xeno Little. It's Dr. Xeno Little.
Then it does what it's communicating. That was weird. It wasn't interesting.
The alien's a MacGuffin. It's just a MacGuffin. It's not about the alien at all. And it's about robot kids. And the characters, this is some of the dumbest character work I've seen, this year, easily.
Yes.
And what's astonishing is the sets are so pretty. The sets are so well done.
It's gorgeous.
It looks great. It's, the big, and I would argue that some of the actors are really good. Timothy Oliphant, the actress who plays Wendy, I actually think she's decent.
I think she's terrible.
Oh, really?
I think she's
I like her look. I think, she's dealing with the material she has. And it sucks.
I think they all are. Like, even Morrow, the best character, became a complete fucking moron in this episode. The best way to describe it is some interesting ideas, very pretty sets, executed horribly with some of the worst character work I've seen in Hollywood in a long time, and I've seen some pretty bad. This last
100%.
episode brought it down to Ironheart level. Like, that's how it became comically bad. It was just like statically boring bad, and it was brutal to get through. But Mahler and I watched it last night, and we were laughing out loud. My favorite part was when low sperm count guy basically gets a face hugger put on him by one of the kids, manipulated by Morrow, whatever. So the alien comes out of his gut and he dies. So as Mahler pointed out, now his sperm count is lower because he's
What's
dead.
funny, when you say low sperm count guy, I couldn't there were like 3 characters that popped in my head.
No, he's the one who literally said to the 12-year-old girl in
that's
episode
right. He says
1,
that line.
I have a low sperm count. Like, who in the fuck says that? Right?
There are many weak men in this show.
So the kids, they're in a hurry. They're trying to get this guy with a face hugger on before the alien comes out tomorrow, right? He's late. He doesn't show up. They get there on time. So they take the dead body and they somehow, in the middle of all this craziness, build a raft for the body to get it. And it's like, my description doesn't do the absurdity justice. We were laughing so hard. It's like, where did they get the saw to cut the bamboo to build a raft with twine around it and everything just to carry a dead body you could have dumped in the river, which ends up getting dumped in the river. When Isaac was eaten by the bugs, the flies who are organic, but they evolved on a planet that didn't have anything organic. So they evolved in eating minerals, but these bugs were organic. I don't know how that works, whatever. They killed him. And then Wendy comes in and asks Timothy Oliphant, how did he die? And what was Timothy Oliphant's response? Science.
Yeah, it's science.
It's the worst fucking line I've ever fucking heard.
I mean, this, in a season where things have been so dumb, including that episode where we saw the origin of the ship, which was terrible. It's gotten colossally dumb. I don't know how they land this ship. I mean, I hope they nuke the whole island. If they set it up for a season 2, I'll be shocked. Just be done with this. Be done with this.
Yeah, so it devolves into basically Wendy can talk to the alien and has been able to for episodes, multiple episodes now, and people have observed this, and not until the end of the episode has anybody asked, Chris, what did it say?
Right.
Nobody's asked. That would be the first thing I'd ask. Oh, you could talk to it. What did it say?
Yeah.
Nobody's asked her. This is a dumb show. We also, they finally rediscovered security. So another great way to describe this is so many contrivances happen based on the fact that this advanced civilization, 100 years in the future, a little more than that maybe, with surveillance anywhere, doesn't use the surveillance. They don't use the things that they've introduced in the show. Vivian, Evil Alfred, mentioned that Boy Cavalier can observe what the robots can see through a camera in their eyes, and they completely forgot about it. They also forgot that these are super powered robots who could just tear people apart and decide they don't do it till the end. There's people constantly in this show who have guns that could kill an alien or kill a threat and don't. They just stand there and watch.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen aliens get killed with guns in Aliens.
We've seen one get stunned in this, and that's the gun they had. And it's so effing dumb. So Wendy can talk to the xenomorph, and it now does what she says. It's basically her pet. And the most shocking thing is your protagonist, Wendy, the young woman we're supposed to be following, just decides that she needs to escape the island, and her big plan was to let a xenomorph out to kill all the innocent people working there, which she's responsible for the murder of like 45 people in this episode. They get torn apart. Now, at least it has enough self awareness for her brother to go, wow, this might be bad. Wow, this might be bad. But it's not a show about aliens. It's not a show about you would think, okay, you're transferring the consciousness of a dying child into an adult body. Wow, that's interesting.
I did like when they stumbled upon their graves.
That should have happened in episode 1.
Yeah, that would be that was like,
that was
kind of poignant.
It was
pointless.
It was absolutely pointless. Right. They went there and went, yeah, we're dead. Yeah, they already knew that. Okay, this is all stuff we already knew. It was just there for a visual. It would have worked better in episode 1. But you study the nature of consciousness. Do they have a soul? Are they just copies of their memories? Exactly. And they have to wrestle with that. And I would argue, don't ever answer the question, but you explore it. I
mean, that was in Blade Runner, right? With Rachel.
Yes, worst mistake in Blade Runner is making Deckard a replicant. Worst fucking mistake.
Yeah.
You don't answer. These are questions you don't answer.
Yeah.
So the alien is her pet. I don't know who to root for. Morrow gets caught. Timothy Oliphant was on the side of Boy Cavalier all along. And the most interesting thing was the sheep with the little eyeball answering pi, basically. So Boy Cavalier gives him the whatever it is, the numbers of pi, or the basic numbers of it. And it has to answer the questions. And it does by tapping its hoof. And then I'm guessing the last number was 2, and it answers that question by taking a shit, which was kind of clever. I'll give it that for being kind of clever.
Yeah.
But that's it. And the robots all of a sudden discover they have superpowers, and the redheaded one rips a dude's jaw off, and nobody decides to shoot her until the end. And we still don't know anything about these characters. We don't care about these characters. We have 1 episode left. And it got absurd. And again, we were just laughing. We were laughing through the whole episode, and I just want it to end. But it's amazing. This thing is incredibly expensive. The critics loved it, Chris, before it came out. Now,
did they?
They did.
I didn't see
Oh, they
anything.
were calling it the Andor of Alien.
Oh God.
No, this is a retard test. That's what the show is. So it's not. There's nothing memorable about it. And this poor franchise just can't get a break at this point, and it's a lot more bad than good, unfortunately. But just a really dumb show. And it's frustrating because in the beginning it looked like, you have some ideas, but this is your typical Disney TV show. They don't know how to make TV. It's a movie stretched over 8 episodes, a bad one.
It's 95% on Rotten Tomatoes critics.
Yep.
Audience 71%. Wow.
That's a little high.
Holy shit. It's bad.
It was getting the ratings were pretty good for it too. But it's abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. What do you think, Chris?
Of Alien Earth?
Yes.
I think it'll end it'll wrap up most things, and they're going to try for a season 2. I don't know what the ratings are like, but based on critic response, I know Dante likes it. Verbal Riot. He likes it. I mean, he has
Why?
his nitpicks. I know.
Dante, break down what's good about this series. I need to hear it, bro.
But yeah, it loses me every episode. I'm like, this is really pretty, and I like some of the characters, but the writing is just
It makes
god-awful.
no sense. I mean, Mahler and I broke it down, and you could go see that live stream. But we get into the contrivances of the plan. There's 2 plans in it that had so many variables. It was impossible to come up and say, I had this planned all along. It's just dumb. Yeah. And you need to be smart to write sci-fi. And just because you can write Fargo doesn't mean you can write sci-fi. Just because you can write Gilmore Girls doesn't mean you can write Star Trek. Just because you write Breaking Bad doesn't mean you can write Tolkien. Epic fantasy, sci-fi require a little more talent, a little more experience, a lot of knowledge of both of those genres or subgenres. You can't just go, well, I wrote this show. I wrote Severance, so I can write Harry Potter. By the way, Severance writers are writing Harry Potter, so we'll see. I just don't think. I think you try to find somebody who's written some good fantasy. The problem is, who's written good fantasy lately? I don't know. You probably want to get maybe somebody from House of the Dragon season 1. Not Sarah Hess, but it's much easier to write a mob show, a crime show, a drama than it is to write epic fantasy and sci-fi. It's a little harder. You got to be smart. So by the way, it all takes place 2 years before Alien, and now 2 companies know everything about the xenomorphs, including having one robot able to communicate with them. And did you see the clip for next episode, Chris?
No, I didn't. As soon as it ended,
There's a line in it that we predicted would happen in episode 1. It's like, Wendy goes, maybe the xenomorphs. Maybe we shouldn't be afraid of the xenomorphs. Maybe they should be afraid of us. It's like, oh, fuck off. Mr. Christmas for $6.99. Gary, remember when Robert Redford played Death in the Twilight Zone episode Nothing in the Dark? Yes. Yes. One of the greatest shows ever written. Icanalis for $20. Had an idea for woke Hollywood parody a few years ago. Island discovered with new race. Studios scramble to be the first to write a script. Arrive and make a movie in order about the new race so they could be the most diverse studio. They should. We don't have time to watch it now, but the Anaconda trailer, I kind of like the angle they're taking.
It was funny. It's time to reboot Anaconda, and 2 guys are just going to make it themselves. Paul Rudd and Jack Black.
It's fucking Jack Black, though.
To go make a movie. It looks funny. It looks funny.
It looks like they're trying to be a little bit Tropic Thunder-ish, a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Disney's ABC has their gaslight turned up to 11 right now between this framing by Gutman and Kimmel. Yep. And they're not the only ones. I mean, thankfully, I don't watch broadcast news. I turned that off many, many years ago. Many years ago. When I saw the Glee and all the just savage the Vegas shooting, dude. They were so happy. You could tell that they were happy, that they had something to cover. It was disgusting. It was a disgusting display, and I'm like, never watching you guys again. I'll pop in on Fox News, the controlled opposition. There's a couple people there I like. I like Will Cain, but they're not much better. Boys, there might be a Sauron in the midst, in our midst, Pam, says Mexi Rage for $2. Stone and Parker are afraid of being killed off by the woke staff, Gary. Same with Destiny and the Democrats. They know if they step a degree in the opposite direction is a death sentence in the cult. Well, I mean, I think Destiny is a true believer in that cult. I think he is a true believer. Bring back Tuvok, says Thomas Pickett for $2. Cheers. Gremlin and Koo for $20. Believe it or not, Kimmel clip was mentioned on Benny and being looked at F. Kimmel. Good. The shit that I'm seeing looks similar to what Charles Manson did. Chris. He tried to make a race war and a civil war. Yes, he did. That was his motivation. Somebody brought up, Chris, that Alex Jones got in a lot of trouble. Got a huge settlement against him over the shooting, and it was about reporting erroneous information.
Yeah.
Yet Hassan and Destiny can go out there with impunity and do worse.
Yeah, I wonder if you could use the same argument against certain people that was made against Alex Jones, against the media for making up lies. I mean, it's shocking to me because it makes it impossible to have a real conversation because it's not based in truth. It's based in lies. So you can't really discuss these issues if we can't agree on what the truth is. It's very damaging. Very damaging.
The Real Circle A for $10. No crazy calls for Christian ethics, a resurgent Republican Latin phrases, or general anti-Marxism today, Gary. Just a white pill. The myths aren't dead, just reawakening. Best to all three of you. Always remember, the black pill is a suppository, and it's dark times, and it fucking sucks to see this stuff. And, Charlie Kirk was a decent guy. We lost a decent guy who was a much more powerful voice than maybe I even knew. His impact now, I mean, again, he's a martyr. It's been put into the stratosphere. It's brought people together, and this has gone to the stratosphere again because of the message and more people seeing, hearing the lies said about them and about him and just going to the context of what he said. And they're going, wait a minute, he didn't say that. That's not what he meant. He doesn't hate he doesn't want to erase the LGBTQ community. And nobody does, by the way. Okay. That they really need. The satanic panic of the left is Nazis and white supremacy around every corner. They need this they need this enemy to exist, and it doesn't.
Satanic panic. That's what it is.
And it's led to this. That rhetoric from the mainstream media, from the progressive left, from the fucking terrorist cells that we all goddamn know well. There's a bunch of them in this country from a bunch of factions, from very rich, stupid people or very rich, evil people, and I'm going to side more to the evil people who have been backing this, who have been funding the riots and funding the division in this country. The kind of thing that they were accusing Trump and the right of. Always accuse your opposition of what you are doing. And that's what they have been doing. And they need to follow that money, by the way. They need to, Antifa is a terrorist organization. They need to find out who's funding it because they will, you know what? I bet you that leads them right to Silicon Valley and Hollywood and Washington. And maybe that's why nobody's investigated where the money comes from, because it might be one of their pals. And I just want the truth. And I don't give a fuck who it exposes. I don't really care. Because that's where it needs to stop, is the funding. And it's obviously being funded and very well coordinated and funded. Johnny Fizz, again, remember, Chris, there were times in the past I was accused of being funded.
You were accused of being funded?
Remember rewriting Ripley, Chris?
Oh, right. Yeah.
So we were accused of being
dumb.
funded, coordinated by Steve Bannon.
Yeah. That's
I mean, sure,
weird.
I just got off the phone with him, but
Right.
and they connected it to Rush Limbaugh, who was dead.
Yeah.
Oh, and they had the backing of Disney employees. Johnny Fizzle for $10. How long till Hollywood makes a movie glorifying this tragedy? They won't use the real names and they'll just change a few things up, but I feel like this is something they'll eventually do. Well, Johnny, I bet they'll do, they'll pull an Adolescence and they'll just race swap Charlie Kirk with a black guy and make him a Democrat. Would you be surprised? Get the Netflix adaptation?
Oh my God. It's become, it's such a joke. Netflix.
Oh, that won a bunch of awards, and I heard it's good, but the problem is that the story it's based on it's nothing like the story it's based on, and the propaganda that they were pushing was indeed propaganda because the guy who wrote the fucking show said so. He's like, we were trying to specifically send a message. Jamie Lee Curtis is in tears in recent interview over Kirk's assassination, felt very genuine and honestly surprising. There's some humans there.
Yeah, I mean, she's old school too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's been a lot of people that you wouldn't expect come out and condemn this, and that's incredibly good. I can't tell you how good that is. We need that. So for her to do that, well, she's being human, and we could disagree on stuff, but nobody wants to see this. I don't want to see this violence. I don't want to see it happen to anybody. And even I talked about Osama bin Laden. Like, I wasn't fucking cheering when that happened, although it's probably well-deserved. And it's not because I'm sorry he was dead. He's just, okay, great, he's dead. But so are all the people he killed. And so are all the things he did. And, oh, yeah, our government fucking built that guy up. So what am I celebrating here? More death? Great. I just don't like celebrating death. At least Russ was open with his hate. So now we know. TMZ would rather hide behind a weak lie after the laughing as the news broke live. Hateful and gutless. War Van Eagle for TV. Completely gutless. And remember when they make their living off of exposing people. Now, that young lady who broke down the timeline did a great job. Doing the world some good there. Natrum for 600 RSDs. Martian pesos. It's called Munchausen syndrome. Yes, it is. Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Parents project their own mental illness on their kids, making it a self-fulfilling prophecy. And Hollywood is a breeding ground for that narcissism. 100%. 100%. And it's foul. It is so fucking foul. Remember the old horror stories, Chris? We'd hear about the mom who would keep the kid on the medicine and keep the kid sick, so they could always take care of him and need him. That shit's real. That shit is real.
Yeah. It's shocking.
Tenero for $9.99. Gary, you're going about Alien Earth all wrong. It's a kid's show. My 8-year-old is eating up right now before bedtime. He doesn't even have nightmares. He wants a pet Xeno now. I know, right? What did Mueller call it yesterday? It's your buddy alien. It's your buddy alien.
It's your buddy alien.
Your
That's good.
buddy alien.
The next Labubu.
Javi Nobody, the hate monger for $1.99. Bring back McCarthyism. We need it now more than ever. Well, they're doing the McCarthyism. That's the most ironic thing. Sorry, Chris, go on.
That's why I was so pissed off about that trailer for 2 + 2 = 5, a documentary. It was like, it's the same messaging, no critical thinking, at least from what I see in the trailer. So, yeah.
Blood Viper for 10 British pounds. Gary and panel, did you see Jeffree Star's video attacking trans and woke as insane? He really is based. I was pleasantly surprised. I did. And we need to see more of that. We actually, if you want to be if you want to be called a community and you want to be a part of a community, that means you are connected to whatever that community does. So I think it's good to and it's the hardest thing to call out your friends and your side, but I wouldn't see it as a side, and I don't see this as a political issue, although the mainstream media is trying to make this a political issue. It is it's a basic moral issue. It's a basic moral. We lost X-ray. What you looking at, Chris?
Kind of okay. Can I just share this?
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Where'd X-ray girl go?
Yeah, she just
Doing the OBS virtual camera.
A patron went to Starbucks this morning and ordered Charlie Kirk's favorite drink, Mint Majesty with honey. When their cup came back, it was marked with the word loser across it. And then
they have a picture.
Call Starbucks out. Yes. Yeah, here it is. Right here. There it is, loser. So this is what bothers me. I live in Los Angeles. And I hang out with my friends, Alan Ing, Dante, bunch of other friends. We all hang out. You know, we don't feel comfortable actually having certain conversations in public at restaurants or certain bars because we're not sure who might overhear. That's how it is to live here. So fuck this. Find who this person is and make them accountable. And this cannot be encouraged or continue.
Yeah,
it just makes me angry.
I mean, this goes beyond the individual. This is a corporation. No, blame Starbucks for this. This is what they've fostered. That is what they've always been about. Fuck their coffee.
Yeah, I don't go to Starbucks.
Never going back again. Never going back again. Done.
I have Nerdrotic coffee.
You got Geek Grind coffee. You got Tim Cass coffee. You got Coffee Brand coffee. There's lots of coffee out there you can choose from.
Yep.
I've got another coffee place near me that I use just because it's locally owned, you know, now. And fuck them.
So this just really pisses me off because this is that thread I sent you, Gary. I know it's
Chicago,
long.
Of course. Oh, no, it's okay. Go on.
This thread that I sent you, it's very long, about that normies waking up. You've seen that thread?
Yeah, the thread is great.
Yeah.
If you want to share it real quick, we can.
I just brought it down because I thought you were looking at your DMs.
Yeah. So
you ready?
This is the thread from Robert.
Yeah, we don't want to see any dick pics.
Yeah. All right. I put the dick pics away. Robert M. Sterling. It's about normies waking up. Normies who aren't perpetually online, whatever. It's this is a great thread worth reading, maybe more for FNT because I know we're wrapping up today because we're only doing a 90-minute show. I say that.
Yeah. Well,
with a wink.
With a wink. Well, we're still.
If you want to read this, I sent this to you. There were 2 threads I sent you. They're really important.
Yeah. I have
one was about trans ideology. This one about norm. You really need to read this.
I read them both, and basically, we'll skim this one as much as possible. So, my liberal friends are completely oblivious about how radicalized the last week has. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. My liberal friends are completely oblivious about how radicalizing the last week has been for tens of millions of normal Americans. Zero clue. I'm not talking about people who are online in quotes. I mean regular, everyday Americans, normies, term we use a lot around here. People who scroll through Facebook posts and Instagram reels from the Dutch Brothers drive-through line, political moderates who the vast majority of this country, by the way, who have water cooler chats about Mahomes touchdowns and Bon Jovi concerts. Well, that's your problem right there.
Yeah, well,
that's a live stream for another day. Not Twitter threads or Rachel Maddow monologues. Millions of them, tens of millions of them. They're logging on, they're engaging, and they're furious. And I'll be candid. I'll be candid. They blame you guys. They blame the left. Regardless of whether you believe it's justified, they think you're the bad guys here, and they are reacting accordingly. I already could hear some of you racing towards the comments to start screeching in moral indignation, so I'm going to be blunt. Shut up and listen to what I'm telling you. Your movement will lose any semblance of relevance if you don't develop some small measure of self-awareness, and absent someone force feeding you bitter medicine, you guys collectively lack the humanity to do it on your own. Here are the facts. Tens of millions of Americans started the week seeing a 23-year-old blonde woman, a young woman in whom virtually every parent watching pictured their own daughter. Great Sam Hyde video on this, by the way. This is your sister. This is you. And they saw her get murdered. Fact 2. Brutally. By the way, Slava Ukraine. She's Ukrainian. She's a Ukrainian refugee. She fled a war-torn country, a war that we're responsible for, a war-torn country, and so is Russia, believe me. But we definitely played our part. And so is Ukraine. Let's be real. Everybody's got, but she fled the horror of war, and all these people who had fucking Ukrainian flags and Slavic Ukraine, I don't hear shit. Brutally murdered as people watched, and they didn't help because it was a white girl. And we need to say that.
Yeah.
She was killed and wasn't helped because she was a white girl. End of. 2 days later, tens of millions of Americans watched a video of Charlie Kirk get murdered. 2 days later, tens of millions of Americans watched a video of Charlie Kirk get murdered speaking to college students. Millions of these people knew who Charlie was. Millions of them didn't. Upon seeing the video, however, these normal Americans from across the land and across the political spectrum agreed that he was the victim of a terrible, fundamentally unjustified crime, and their hearts broke in sympathy for his family. Good people who had never, ever heard the name Charlie Kirk before wept. Immediately after, this is part 3, immediately after seeing the footage of a peaceful young man get shot in the neck, these same people logged on to Facebook and Instagram. Remember, we are talking about regular Americans, not perpetually online Twitter or Blue Sky users, and saw some of their local nurses, school teachers, college administrators, and retail workers celebrating the horrific crime, not just defending it, but cheering it on.
Yeah, including Starbucks workers, clearly, based on that tweet we showed earlier.
Isn't today some bunch of fucking crazy leftists want to break Trump's economy by not going to work? Most of them don't work, so I don't think that's going to happen. I would just say today will be a good day to start going. You know what's a good coffee shop here in the Bay Area in LA? Pete's Coffee. Pete's Coffee.
Coffee, yeah. Pete's Coffee.
Pete's Coffee. Pete's Coffee's better. It's better. These are the facts. You may not like the implications of these facts, and we can certainly debate the underlying consequences thereof, but indisputably, they are nevertheless factual statements. Here's what it means for you Democrats reading this. These normal middle-of-the-road non-political citizens just became politically active. They realized the politics cares about them. They realized that politics cares about them, even if they don't particularly care about the politics. After watching Arena and Charlie Kirk both bleed out from their neck. They think their lives and physical safety of their families, the bedrock of human society, the foundation of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, depend on political activism, whether they desire it or not. And this
it's really seeing normal people like nurses, teachers, Starbucks workers, like be so cruel, so inhumane, have no humanity whatsoever. It's a moral decay that who acts like that? You know, who doesn't jump to help someone? It's seeing this, or like the woman Arena, and like surrounded by those people do nothing. I don't know. It's anyways.
Unsurprisingly and sadly, there's a shock factor, Chris, with people seeing that stuff, and then there's self-preservation, and then there's people just don't care.
Yeah, but I mean, you expect
not everybody has it in them to be a hero. Most don't.
At least one. I would hope at least one.
People in the political spectrum, yeah, we expect them to argue, but seeing like normal people be so cruel in their mockery of the events or their silence, right? Silence over Arena. Why are people so silent about that? I mean, that's a case where silence is violence, if you ask me.
Hollywood was silent, who loves to talk about everything on the Emmys. They didn't fucking mention it at all. And there could have been a couple of statements like, hey, violence is bad. You know, simple. They didn't even do that. And so that spoke volumes to me. That did. Biggest, like most dominating news story of the year, which has been a crazy year and probably of the last, decade, maybe back to 9/11. This was a political moment. This was a paradigm shift moment. This was a cultural hero being assassinated. These are the kind of things that set the tone for a nation and for a culture for a decade or more to come.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like I was talking to someone through DM and said, is Charlie Kirk Franz Ferdinand in the culture war? Franz Ferdinand.
RFK.
Right. Yeah. Just.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then they, so when they see the,
sorry.
Yeah. Let's go towards the bottom, X-Ray Girl.
No, I'm controlling it actually.
Oh, you are? Okay. Let's
basically
go.
What it goes on to say is normal Americans, this pisses them off. So it's a great thread. It's very long.
Let's get the last two. Let's get the last two paragraphs. Scroll up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Because I'm right, and as you reflect on this, you know I'm right. The ranks of my political movement gained millions of righteously angry new members this week. We have a mandate to ensure these crimes never happen again, and that's exactly what we're going to do. If you want to keep a seat at the table as we do so, you'd better clean house and start policing your own.
Exactly. So that Starbucks thing ties into this because it's these normal people that to me are ghoulish monsters. They live among us. It's not something you can fight. It has no uniform. It's pod people. They don't think like a normal human would. So really
no,
sad.
We've all lost friends. This was like kind of COVID 2.0. My wife had to prune the tree of friendship over the weekend for people who were just celebrating this. And it's like, again, we're not asking you to like them. We're not asking you to agree with them. But seeing parents, seeing housewives being giddy about this, I worry about your kids because you're fucking broken.
Did you see
the video?
I think it was Steph show this. It's a video of like these two young girls, and they're like 7 and 9, and they're like, "I've got great news," and they're like, "Trump was killed." The kids say this.
Yep.
Horrible.
Did you see that one?
Yeah,
I did.
No. And then it ends with Taylor Swift is getting married. That video shows the moral decay.
Mm-hmm.
That mom who raised two young girls, that those thoughts are in their head, it's sickening. It really is.
And
sickening.
it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
And what he refers to up there, what he talked about, like being politically active, and most middle class and working class people, it's hard for them to be politically active because they're too busy making the country run, because they're actually working every day, fucking 8 to 12-hour days, 5 to 6 days a week. They get home, they have a couple of hours of their own time to have dinner with their family before they got to get up on that train again. Been there for most of my life. That's how I live my life. So I get it. You don't have time, and you either watch the news or you go to YouTube and you get what you can, while you're, or you be like me and just watch it at work too. But we have to make time for this now, and it is on, and I think if any good comes from this is more people see this, this, and it sucks because again, you're working your fucking ass off. Like you're like, I just want to live my life in peace, but they don't want you to live your life in peace. They want to take away, they being the Marxist movements in this country, they want to take away your property. They want to take away your ability to own private property. They want to take away your freedom of choice for work, because fundamentally that if you get your communist utopia, you will be assigned jobs. And they say, oh, that's not true. I'll be able to blog and make my music. Yeah, right. You might be able to paint the shovel you dig your own grave with. Maybe that. But they want to control you more. They want to control what you eat, what you listen to, what you think about. They want to control when you fucking sleep. They want control. And that's what always astounded me about artists, and how so many artists want to be communists. And it's like, dude, you want more government. I just never understood that, but it's something that's alluring to them, and maybe because it's rebellion. I don't know, and I don't really fucking care, but it's the antithesis of freedom of expression. When the state becomes your God, these people who really hate religion and God because they think it's control, but they just want to give that power. That's what they think it is, folks. I'm not saying that's what it is, but they want to make the state the God. And wow, we have a good look at our state and how it runs things. I don't want it running shit.
I know, Robert. Just people, please. It's got 25 million views. Robert M. Sterling.
Yep.
That's Sterling. So check out that thread. Read the whole thing. You read about half of it. It's really insightful, but it's about normies waking up. Like, hey, maybe what we're being fed on the news might not be accurate. But so many people, I can't believe Kimmel spreading that lie. It's intentional. It's intentional.
Absolutely. 100% intentional. He will not call it back. The only thing you can do is just throw the facts at him, but he's not going to care. That's the thing. He's got an agenda to push. And he is a corporate puppet. The corporal hand is up his ass, fucking, and not even pulling the strings, straight up his ass, and moving his appendices. But
he's a tool.
He's a tool. He's a tool and a tool. Hi, Gary. It reminds me of Silicon Valley episode where one guy is more worried about people finding out he's a Christian than finding out he's gay. Yes. God, Silicon Valley is one of the greatest shows ever made. Grand Wazoo 42 has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Thank you very much. Fitted sheet for $5. First time super chat. I just became a member. Hail, thank you. Hail chat and happy Constitution Day, 238 years strong. Yeah, baby. Dude, that America 250 celebration is going to be fucking dope. I want to watch. I want to be part of all of that.
Yeah, where is that?
It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in Washington,
Everywhere.
but it's going to be everywhere.
That's
It's going to be like a World's Fair in each city. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think the center is going to be probably Washington. That would be my guess.
I definitely want to come down for that.
Yep. Mr. Christmas for $6.99. Gary, do you collect Legos? You should check out the Batman, the animated series display, and the new Arkham Asylum one they just released. I do, but I'm picky because I don't have a ton of room, and it's mainly just I think Lord of the Rings, and I've got like Hogwarts Castle, right?
You have the Hogwarts Castle. That one's not made yet. You got the Rivendell and the Barad-dûr.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And
I think that's
the Shire. Steph
you have the Shire?
Yeah, Steph came and did the Shire one. It's fucking
I haven't
great.
seen that one yet.
Great.
That's why.
Shlomi Leaner for $10. Have you guys ever played Expedition 33? It's an absolute masterpiece of a game. I love it, and it's probably my favorite game of all time. Gary, you should give it a try. A lot of my friends love it. Shlomi. Maybe No Man's Sky is the one. It's probably really hard, but that's the kind of I like the kind of one where I can just roam around and build shit, but not Minecraft. Yeah. Shlomi says, besides for Batman, what kind of DC characters would you like to see in the DCU show? I think Ted Cord and Booster Gold team up would be a lot of fun. I would also like to see Mr. Terrific series as well. I don't want to see anything in James Gunn's DCU.
Yeah.
Teen Titans. I would love to see a good quality Teen Titans. But you would have to build up to that because you would have to have Robin, and that means you'd have to introduce Batman and then introduce Dick because there's no Batman without Dick. You eventually you eventually have to bring in Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's a dickless Batman.
Dickless.
The infamous El Guapo, 2 parts, says, for the last couple of years, I've referred to this show as the Dad Ranters, and I want to say before all hell broke loose last week that the show had epic rants, and Chris never apologized for this. This is why we are here. Also, thank you guys for the last week for speaking up. I also want to say that I love that you guys jump on your shows during the shit going down, and that does help us in the fellowship. Gary, you being on Ryan and Jeremy's show last week, Wednesday, is cathartic. Hearing you guys helping us and helping each other. Thank you very much. We all needed to talk about it. And when we were done here, because Chris had left, and it was a week ago today, and that's when I saw the shooting here. I just jumped right on Jeremy's stream. Then we went on Ryan's stream. We stream constantly because I think, for those of you who don't have family around, or even do, and we wanted to not commiserate, but we wanted to gather, and it needed to be cathartic, and we needed to talk about it because it was so fucking dark and so black pilling.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible event that I think has galvanized a lot of people, and that's the white pill you got to take from this. And we can't give up now. They want us dead.
I didn't know. I think it happened while we were still going. We ended the show, and then I think I texted you, and then I was, it was crazy. Like, oh my God. I mean, America is forever changed. This is the late 60s. This is like RFK, MLK. It's that significant. And things are going to change.
And again, this isn't a major religious leader, although he was very much religious. This Charlie, he was a speaker, but he was also this is a podcaster.
Yeah.
You assassinated a podcaster, a pretty middle of the people go, he's the extremist. No, you're extreme. If you think Charlie Kirk, you might not have agreed with most of his values are family, going to church, but my family, my kids, living a pretty normal life. If that's extreme for you, if that is far right for you, you're the problem. You're the fucking problem. You don't have to agree with all his views. Nobody agrees with every. That's the extreme. That's extremism. That's exactly what extremism is. Oh, I agree with you on 99%, but man, J.K. Rowling went off the reservation for one. She needs to die. I mean, that's
Right.
the definition of you're the extremist. You're the wacko. You're the problem. You're the cancer in this country. So yeah, they killed the nice guy. They killed the nice guy who tried to talk to you. And when people say, don't be surprised with what comes next, they're just being real.
Yeah.
And that's something we all wanted to avoid. The line, he died because of science, was a wink to the audience because the hybrid was told to follow the scientific method and he went in which he died. Yeah, oh, I got it, Mark. I got it. And it came off horrible because it was relying on you calling back to that, and it would have to be interesting enough to remember it, which it wasn't. But it got a good laugh out of me and Mahler. But thank you, Mark. Hail, Gary, Chris, and lovely X-Ray girl. Don't give up your country. My parents grew up in communist Yugoslavia, and I was born in the socialist Serbia. It is that bad. Don't let these psychos win, says Nortram. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Thomas Pickett for $5. YouTube has a radio drama of Brave New World that was Alice Huxley's narratives. It is still good. I'll check it out, Thomas. Black-pilled Timon, meteor advocate. For $5 says, Chris, you should watch The Fake Judge. It's a documentary that is making some noise around the world. Demon Slayer.
The fake judge?
The Fake Judge. Yes, The Fake Judge. Why am I getting a little... I just got a brand new cord. I wonder if my mic is just bad. Sorry. I'm getting a little feedback here. Demon Slayer for 40 yen says, Greg Rucka calls DC toxic under Jeff. Your opinion? Toxic under Jeff Johns? I need more context on that, Demon Slayer. So you're saying Greg Rucka was toxic with Jeff Johns there? I think Greg Rucka is a fucking male feminist, and any dude who unironically says toxic in a sentence is not somebody I'm going to take seriously. Brilliant for $1.99. Is it normal that I am not excited for Doomsday? I think it is pretty normal at this point. I think it is. Shlomi Leaner for $4.99. You guys heard about the guy who peed in the middle of the theater for Demon Slayer? I did hear about that. Didn't he get his ass kicked? I mean, that was because he peed on a kid. He didn't just pee.
Oh my God.
He peed on
Ew.
a kid. Yeah. Little Platoon suggested that the South Park episode idea. Oh, yes, it was. It was. Yeah, okay. I'll find it. Because he did suggest the idea, and it was funny. Hang on.
Gary said, or not Gary, Garrett said to take your phone away from the mic.
My phone is far away. It's Garrett, thank you. Yeah, I got this really expensive XLR cable. That's awesome. So it has to be the mic. But my phone is like way down here. Here, I'll throw it farther away. Ow, fuck.
Careful. Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you do?
I tore my rotator cuff a long time, about 4 months ago.
Oh my God. Still not healed? That's what's
it's
what it's like being old. Welcome to AARP, Gary.
No, it's like completely torn, and I have to go. A specialist is going to look at it. We're trying to avoid surgery, but I don't think we can. Sorry. Yeah, I've got little to no movement in my left arm. It's starting to atrophy.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Because you can't work out.
That
I
sucks.
can't. Yeah, it's getting bad.
Shit.
But got to work too. I just, I could make a joke here, but there's a lady here. I'll stop this time. I'll stop this time.
I can take my headphones out.
No, it's all right. It's not even worth it. It's all right. I'm right-handed, so that's all I'll just say. I'm right-handed. It's all good. Everything that needs to happen can happen with the right hand.
Okay. I think it's safe to come back.
Yep. Where's Little Platoon? Little Platoon. If I were writing South Park episode, I'd be tempted to have a drug-addled Mr. Hanky dancing on Robert Redford's grave. See, that's
Sure.
yes.
They've made fun of Sundance a lot. Remember
Yeah.
the two cowboys eating pudding? That's like
gay cowboys eating pudding. Yes.
gay cowboys eating. They were describing movies that play at Sundance, and then Matt Stone and Trey Parker, this is like 25 years ago, did a fake film festival because they wouldn't show one of their movies called Lap Dance. And all it was, they rented out like a big bar, showed their movie, and had a party. And I went to it. It was great. Those guys don't.
Those were
give
the
a fuck.
days. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Thanks, Garrett. Good job on the video, Garrett, by the way. It'll be out in an hour. A little over an hour. John Wayne for $5. All I wanted to do during the Emmys was to show the horror that occurred last week to that entire audience and force them to all confront their own evil.
X-Ray Girl has what? She's not in Canada.
No, she's in
Got
California.
bad internet.
Spirit Airlines almost collided with Air Force One this morning. DEI. No, really? No. Really?
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. I mean, I don't want to question the chat. Okay. Too tired for $2. Show the clip of when Trump learned Ginsburg died. Oh, we can't, but we'll put a bookmark in it. We got to get out of here. Sorry. Micah for $5 says, it's Wednesday, and for the first time in years, I'm not going to stop at my local comic shop after work. I can't give these people my money anymore. This broke me. Yeah. Well, I mean, it might not be the comic shop's fault. What I do is I still buy some new comics, but it's mostly from Titan, like Conan or like, and I didn't really the Elric, but Conan. And then
I guess it did happen. Trump flight to London has close encounter with Spirit Jet. The mainstream news not reporting on it at all.
Of course not. But yeah. I just buy back issues. Anyone who castrates or sterilizes a child for trans should be charged and put into prison for life. Anyone involved, including the doctor, Eric K. I agree with you. It's no different from beating your kid. Gary, you meant Succession, not Severance, Succession. My bad. Writers are writing Harry Potter, right? I also mix up Succession and Severance, but I think that's, Severance is the one on Apple TV. Succession is the one that was on HBO, right? Yeah. But Succession, you are correct. Thank you for the correction. Matthew Hammond for $5. South Park should lean into Transifa attacking people, the cartels taking over South Park, homeless encampments, Sydney Sweeney being made frumpy by executives, and hedge fund buying up South Park property, and Bill Gates buying Tegrity Farms. That'd be funny. Bill Gates got Tegrity. Film threat is The Sopranos, season 3, episode 6. Hail, says Jason Bright.
Oh yeah, there's an issue of Film Threat magazine, like in an episode of The Sopranos. So
What?
The Sopranos producers, yeah, because there's a filmmaker in that episode. So on the coffee
That's
table,
cool.
there's an issue of Film Threat. I still have the facts they sent for me to give the rights. Also, someone in a Film Threat T-shirt appears in Dawson's Creek.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Film Threat was beloved among certain really cool people that worked it into their TV shows. I think it's in Mallrats on the newsstand. Like Film Threat, the magazine has popped up in a lot. Art School Confidential, there's someone wearing a Film Threat T-shirt. So it just has popped up in various places.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey, and some guy wore my comic shop shirt on G4
I
for
did.
DVD Tuesday.
That's right. That was great.
That
I
was
wish
awesome.
I kept it. I wish I kept that shirt. I gave all my shirts away to fans. I'd
Yeah,
wear it on the
that's
show
cool.
and then give it away.
I remember what movie you recommended.
That's right.
The Losers.
That's right. Oh,
I
man,
like The
that's
Losers
cool.
too.
That's awesome.
Nordstrom for 300 says, apparently Dan Clancy has been summoned to testify before Congress about the radicalization on social media. Twitch is fucked. Well, what is we have a show coming out right now, which is talking about the right wing being radicalized online. And it's called The Savant. And in Boys Season 2, what did they have? The right wing being radicalized online. The end of the Batman. What was the Riddler being radicalized online? Far right extremists being radicalized online. But they never, ever make it about the radical left. Isn't it weird when it's a novelty when you see commies being killed? That's why Primitive War just leveled up at the end of that movie. When the dinosaurs were mowing through a bunch of Russian USSR communists. There's a scene where one guy, sorry to spoil it, somebody dies by dinosaur. And there's a big hammer and sickle on the wall, and just blood just splurts over it. I cheered when that, I was like, yes, it was great. It was great. Fun little horror movie. I had no idea there were dinosaurs in Vietnam. No idea. And then Sisu 2. What's he doing, Chris? Killed a bunch of commies. And he was one of them. He was part of it, right? So, and then they took his family, and he got his go. I got to watch Sisu again. I loved it. Michael Steele for 5 Canadian pesos says, they thought they needed to fear Charlie. Now they are finding out what Charlie was protecting them from. The rest of us are not that nice. I mentioned it in my Graham Linehan video when Graham Linehan went out there and he's being very provocative, trying to defend free speech. What the people who don't like him don't understand is he's defending it for them too, because eventually they come for you. Nobody is spared. Undercard for $5. Hey, Gary and company. Here's a white pill for you, taking the family over to Point Pleasant, West Virginia for the annual Mothman Festival. Cheers. Ah, cool. I drove over that bridge. I drove over the Mothman Bridge twice on the way to Cosmic Summit. A JF for $5. Joe Rogan and McConaughey didn't mention Charlie Kirk once in their stupid conversation. Really? That's interesting. When did they record it, though? But yeah, Joe Rogan's mentioned it a bunch, though. The Assassin's Note said he got the opportunity. He decided to do it this a week before. Those two things make me think he was offered the opportunity. I believe the same thing. John the Beard is gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you, John the Beard. Eric K for $2. Hey, 69 months, LOL. 69. Matthew 5.9 for $4.99. Historically speaking, F Squad was usually reserved for, or firing squad was usually reserved for military personnel. Don't give the criminal a soldier's death, shortfall, and a quick stop, in my opinion. Yep. Jesus Davila has gifted 1 Nerdrotic membership. Thank you, Jesus. Lo-Fi Ink Blot Beats for $5. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. George Washington. Then dumb and silent we may be led. Hail chat. God bless. Eric K. Nerdrotic is toxic. This is true. Have either of you seen Toxic Avenger? Thoughts? Asks Reverend John. Have you seen it, Chris? I have not.
I haven't seen the new one.
Here we go. Over 4 years now. Wow, says Michael. Has been a member for over 4 years. Hail. 48 months. Congrats on the book, Gary. R.I.P. Charlie. Thank you. I got to get back to reading that audiobook. Survived another cycle around the sun. Made it to level 59. Ravens Black Sparrow plays. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Larry Radicalized says, I'll see your 5 years and raise you 2+ months. Oh, wow. Lots of anniversaries. Fitted Sheet, welcome to the Radicalized level. Kryptonian Jedi, welcome to the Radicalized level. 3 years down, 10 to go. You got an expiration date on that? I don't know if I'm lasting that long. Michael says, upgraded his membership to the Fellowship. Thank you.
Oh, it's the Fellowship now.
They made it. They changed
Nice.
it. Okay, good. It actually got changed after all these years. Hail Fellowship, have you seen Ed Gein trailer? Looks disturbing. I have, and it does. Gus. Gary, you see why, you see the new Y-Files? X-Ray Girl was in it. Oh, she was? No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I need to watch this.
One of the greatest channels on this platform, and they do something very similar to true crime, except it's not as dark and murdery. Sometimes it is. They basically give you the lore, the background on ancient civilizations, UFOs, Bigfoots, big feet, whatever. Sasquatch, conspiracies. I'm sure you've heard of AJ at the Y-Files. 5 million subs. They have their old content running 24 hours. It is highly entertaining, well produced, informative, and fun. Go check out the Y-Files. Beach Dad. Gary, did you watch the new Anaconda trailer? Thoughts? I kind of liked it. I did. Give me what I desire, Chris. Spinal Tap 2 details.
I don't want to ruin stuff. It's just very good. Elton John is great in it. Paul McCartney. It's short, like 80 minutes. It flies by. There's funny stuff through the credits. Just go see it if you love. It's a worthy, second film to Spinal Tap. It's a great way to. I hope they don't make a third one. This is just perfect way to end it.
Eric K, who's a member of the Fellowship. Spoilers. What if we have not seen this Star Wars or Star Trek movies yet? Come on, man. Well, when I finally suffer from dementia, I'll see him for the first time again. Eric, just like you. You're old like me. What do you got?
It's a bacon bowl.
It's a bacon bowl.
Great, it's you can make a bacon
so
into a
good.
bowl for salads or dessert, a burger, anything. It's great.
Wow.
In the
Just eat
microwave.
bacon.
This is I got to clean up this room. There's a lot of weird.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I love that it's at arm's length, though. I mean, you got to keep your bacon at arm's length at all times, right?
There's
Am I right?
a lot of stuff here. I gotta. Oh my god, this place! I look like a hoarder. It's just the one room is out of control, but
Sure,
it really is. It is maybe my.
I've been to your house.
It's not that bad, considering
you have a Batman themed patio.
I
That
love
is
it.
And
It's
it's
called the
fucking cool.
patio.
The patio.
It looks great. I put up lights. I have a fire pit now. It's nice. So
I like your place. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like your part of town. It's like a little oasis
great.
of like old school LA, and all the buildings are like from the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah.
And it's pretty clean. Doesn't have a lot of homeless people.
Nope.
I've done a lot of walking in that area. It's great. Tony Hernandez, welcome to the radicalized level. Working Wolfie, welcome to the radicalized level. AJD Helix says, thanks for a wonderful 69, Gary. Yay, see where I was born. I'm very good at it. I'm an expert. See, it's for X-Ray Girl, it's like hearing her parents talk about like sex. It's great. 69. My Dixie wrecked. Been a member for 12 months. Just says the fellowship. Gary, please watch Red Dwarf. You'll thank me later so you and Drinker can quote it. Can't believe you haven't yet. Get on the Smeghead love from the UK. There's so much of it, but I should.
It's Red Dwarf is so smart. It's so funny. It's science fiction and a sitcom in one. It's even diverse, which is stupid to think about now because no one cared when that show came out. I watched it on, I think it was on PBS. Then I have the VHS, used to have VHS tapes. I think it's on Vudu for free.
Somebody sent me
the discs.
The discs. So I will watch them because I was sent the discs.
Yeah, talk to Mahler and Az. I'm sure they've seen it. Aren't they British?
They are. And they need to watch Venture Brothers. They just refuse.
And they're not in jail yet. I love that about the two of them.
Not being in jail?
Not being in jail.
I mean, admittedly, would I laugh a little bit if they were taken to jail? Yes. I mean, it's my duty as a friend. Would I bail them out immediately? No. I'd let them sit there for a couple days just for fun.
Well, that Graham, I'm sorry, what's the guy, Graham Linehan?
Yeah, Graham Linehan.
Yeah, that situation is disgusting. And by the way, I found out he was following me.
Yes.
I didn't know it. And then I followed him back. Only recently. I was like, oh, I was looking at what he's doing.
He follows a lot of us.
That's crazy.
He follows a lot of us and responds to our tweets and posts quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's why I felt really compelled to make a video about him, knowing it, like YouTube was not going to allow it. I think they let J.K. Rowling slide because it's J.K. Rowling, but his views on the world, these extreme views that men are men and women are women, and small furry creatures from Alpha Centauri are real small furry creatures from Alpha Centauri, is considered radical on this platform still. YouTube has loosened up on a lot of things, but not that thing. PT tried to tell me MAGA and Christians are behind all the shootings. I told him he should change channels and do some research. It's like their religion. It's a replacement for religion. Many have said that, and it is true. Aliens, the Dark Horse comics, stop there. Says Snakes and Funerals. 100% agree. I think there's a video game people like you can watch too, but that's it. Woke is the Westboro Baptist Church of the left. Ooh, great description. Recep the cripple. Welcome to the radicalized level, Nortrum. And Alicia C. 2 cents. Says, did you see the video of the guy in the crowd cheering after he got shot? Seen on YouTube channel, Maudie Speaks. Yes. And his cope about it was questionable. All I want in return is to see Chris Gore booms. Chris Gore's booms? No offense, extra girl.
Boobs. But
Boobs?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what it means, but there you go.
Johnny the Beard wants to see Chris Gore's booms.
Booms. Okay. My booms. My booms.
The Holy Cleric, welcome to the radicalized level. Alan Fernandez for $2. Sad a bagel went against a cunt yet well.
Can't decipher that.
Sad a bagel went against a cut yet well. Words to live by, folks. I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I'm sorry, Alan.
Alan.
Are we putting
Are
bagels
you okay?
against...
Alan, do you smell burning toast? Are you all right? Confucius say, sad a bagel went against a cunt yet well.
I'm going to clean my room while you're reading super chats here.
We only got 2 more. Start Stargate SG-1 already. We have a review show on Thursdays. If you ever get caught up, do you have any of the Stargate comics? I do, Sons of Shadows. I actually do. I haven't read them yet.
Hey,
but
Sons of Shadows.
it's up. Geez, you guys are old. Ugh, VHS
You're
was
not wrong.
old when I was 6. You're not wrong, John the Beard.
Yeah, that's
VHF and UHF. I remember. It's also a movie by Weird Al. All right, we're going to let it go there. That was a great 90-minute episode, Chris.
Perfect 90 minutes.
2 hours and 40 minutes into a 90-minute episode.
Jesus.
Gary, yeah, we're going to do a tight 90 today.
Well, I got to get a video out,
Sure.
which will be out in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
2:30. I usually release them at 2:33 anyway. About The Witcher. Back to got to do some normal stuff. Got to roast Netflix for even bothering to finish this show.
Yeah, that looks god awful, by the way.
Dude.
The Witcher, the new Witcher. I saw that trailer. What a god awful. Why did they not just?
There's a Forbes article out there.
Is it about Henry Cavill's?
No, it's about how
pushback?
much it cost.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm awesome. Thank you. Says Alan Fernandez. You are wise as well. You should make a T-shirt. Put it on a T-shirt. To buy Chris more time to clean, says Steel Leg of History for $2. Hail, Steel Leg, brother.
I'm cleaning my little area here. I got notes from people. I got crazy shits.
Crazy shits.
Just people mail me weird shit.
All right, we're going to wrap it up there. Chris, Hollywood on the Rocks coming up.
Hollywood on the Rocks, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're talking Hollywood's reaction in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. We will look at the positive and the negative.
Yep.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun. We have an interview with a filmmaker, and then we're gonna react to all the trailers we didn't get to react to, including Anaconda, Deathgasm 2. What's this? Good Boy. We'll have fun. Hollywood on the Rocks. There you
Hollywood on the Rocks. Does Chris own a Floby? Asks Highlander for $2.
go. I know what a Floby is.
I don't even know what that is. What is it?
It's a thing to cut your hair. And
What hair?
Oh, this is so interesting.
What hair?
don't look
It
up.
looks like a hair
look up
dryer.
videos of a Floby.
What hair specifically?
The head.
Oh, okay.
Hair on your head. So, yeah.
That's so weird.
That is
I do
totally the
not
kind of
own
thing.
a Floby.
That is totally the kind of thing you would own, though.
Yeah,
It
it's like
is.
just a vacuum that cuts your hair. No, the thing is, I don't do, look, sometimes I take a shower before I go to bed. My hair just does this, and,
Looks great.
you know, it's fine. It's whatever. Jeremy wears a hat of Geeks and Gamers because
Because he's got a
obviously
fro.
he's got a fro, or he's completely bald. I don't remember.
He's got a fro.
Um,
Like, I think he should let his hair just grow and just get that bro fro going.
I think
You can't say Jew fro because he's not Jewish. So
He's
it's
not.
a bro fro.
I think Tim Pool should have posed with a photo of his baby, but the baby has a beanie on.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny, but he didn't do it. I know he's a dad. Congrats to him.
Congrats.
There
X-Ray Girl, what do you got coming up?
Poor choices tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Gary's doing a nooner tomorrow at some point or at night.
It's going to
We'll
be
figure it out.
at night.
A nooner at night. A
So
nighter?
It's Nerdrotic at night.
There we go.
We even have a new thumbnail for it after 4 years. Finally updated that thumbnail.
It takes
The
time.
niner,
It takes
the
time.
niter.
The niter. He has gray balls. Ha 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 ha. I mean,
Chris does, or
Probably me. I don't.
Oh.
But what is this?
well, a lot of us will
Right.
eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like gray
that was
balls.
coming.
one thing. One of my clients told me, she's like, they prepare you for gray on your head, but not down there.
Geez, old man, talk. No. No, Chris is busy cleaning right now. All right. So Witcher video drops in a little less than 45 minutes.
Cool.
And then nooner tomorrow night. Then we have Akeda joining us on Friday Night Tights. If Asmongold has shared his videos a lot and fails to mention his name, but at least he puts the link in. And he's on Tuesday night's main event. He has he's well-informed, good takes. Well-informed, good takes in the nerd sphere.
I look forward to Asmongold being on FNT one day.
He's always
That'll be
welcome.
great.
He's taking time off. He's
right
always
choice.
welcome. I don't know if he does collabs like that, but he's always fucking welcome. He'd be awesome. And Beardo, will he be on FNT someday? Maybe. But I have to say it's a lot more fun watching him suffer.
Well, after Epic Mike has been on like 50 times, consider Beardo.
I'll consider it. It. Mike is great.
I love Mike.
Mike.
He's awesome.
Yeah, well, that was a good show last week. It was tough, but thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
Chris. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, old man
Thanks for
talk.
having me.
No disrespect. Oh, none taken, John.
Yeah, it's just like two old dads complaining.
Bro, disrespect the hell out of us. We don't care.
Yeah.
Gus, I'm Cuban, lost a lot of family to communism. They all ended up at the end of a firing squad. Communism is bad people. Communism fucking sucks. I spoke to a Cuban actor at the San Antonio Film Festival, ironically enough, right when the Let's Talk About stuff was going on. And we talked, he's still progressive, but he did talk about like one of the first things the communists did in Cuba was separate children from their family.
Yep.
Gary, you should 100% reach out to Brett Mauser, anti-woke SATX filmmaker, San Antonio, Texas filmmaker, for a film cameo. I have worked with him several times. He is a local and a big fan of yours. Okay, Chris knows him too. Gary,
It's the same thing. I doubled it.
All right, cool. We got to go. I got to go over the video. Thanks, Garrett, for getting that all ready, and we'll be live again tomorrow. And go watch Film Threat at 1 p.m. Pacific, Hollywood on the Rocks. They're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff today. Plus, Alan Ng will be there, everybody's favorite,
That's right.
favorite Asian. Alan Ng, the Merciless. Thank you to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who left super chat and donation. You helped keep the lights on. Thanks for participating. Hello, all the lurkers. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next week.